Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the lower finals of the MOX Bowl series here. We have Snake Bucket versus Zooting Nukes to determine who's going to get that third place spot for the $50 prize pool for third place. I'm Omni. I'm joined here by, you guys missed him. You guys haven't seen in a while. It's Flu. Say what's up, Flu.
What is good, everyone? I hope you guys have all been having a great day, and I couldn't be more excited to finally be back on the desk with my goat Omni. Today's a good day. We got lower finals, two good teams to play. Dude, and I think that this is going to be a great game. What do you think?
I think it's going to be a banger game. Obviously, a little bit of a news from the side of Snake Bucket. They are going to be unfortunately playing with 4 subs because of some un, circumstances that are not in their control in terms of the times. So they will have 4 subs. So let's get into it and name who's going to be playing for Snake Bucket. It'll be the team captain himself, Alsv, who's going to be playing for
Hmm.
Snake Bucket, as well as Raven, who was on the team, is going to be subbed out for with Sog. And Castrice, who's also on the team, is going to be subbed out for an emergency sub that will be named here in a little bit. Turdican also won't be able to make this first map, so will be subbed in for Rizzo. And then one
Hmm.
random chair who is going to
Hmm.
be subbed out permanently for this series for Kunakuma. So those are going to be the 4 players playing for the first map. But after the first map, it will be Raven, Casterize, and Turdican playing for the rest of the series, while Kunakuma will be playing as well. So
Hmm.
that is your Snake Bucket. Flu, would you like to announce Zooting Nukes?
Yeah, so Zooting Nukes again, or not even again. Yeah, again, the favored team throughout this whole tournament. A very, very strong team. The mythic player there being Zooter, a very, very strong duelist player, played for L7 throughout the whole season and just looks really good. Their two expert players are going to be Recon Zera, and then Nuclear, or yeah, Nuclear's expert.
Yep.
Yeah. And then the apprentice player is going to be Tiberson, and then the prospect player is going to be Vibe Legion, which I just think is a very strong team. I know Vibe there on KC. He had a phenomenal season there on prospect, but that is going to be your Zooting Nukes for you guys today. A very strong roster. Omni, talking about the rosters now, it's kind of early, but score prediction, what are we thinking?
I mean, I think Zooting Nukes were obviously my favorites to move on to the finals and have a really, really good shot to win it. But obviously,
Mhm.
they went up against Divine Order and fell to them 2-1 in the series. And I think they're just going to be so strong and so difficult to stop because you have two
Mhm.
players that realistically should have been in Mythic already in Nuclear and
Mhm.
Recon, but they're
Yeah.
expert players. So realistically, you have 3 Mythic players plus an expert player in Tiberson,
Mhm.
who is, that ascendant rank, and he's been really, really solid on the Sensi role, being that co-IGL next to Zooter as
Mhm.
well. So they've been able to really make things strong and had a strong start to the group stage as well as the playoffs. But now they're going to be battling for this third place
Mhm.
finish. I think, honestly, I just can't go away from Zooting Nukes. I think they're going to take this 3-1, maybe 3-0.
3-1. I think 3-1 is a safe option. I also just think that I think this first game is also going to be a stomp because I just don't think that this sub team is going to be able to get a map off of this team. Like I just don't think that Snake Bucket, this sub team for Snake Bucket, is going to get a map off of this god team that exists essentially with 3 mythic players, an expert player, and an apprentice player, right? So they don't have like a true prospect player. So I think that this is also going to go either 3-1 or 3-zip. And I know Zooter wants it to go to 3-0 because he wants to get to poker night. So, which I
I
don't
mean,
blame him. I
I
love
don't blame him.
poker. I'm down a little too much money in poker. Too much to admit.
Yeah. I
It,
haven't played poker in a while, but as we are going to be getting into the map bans here in just a moment to see where we are going for this best of 5 series. Obviously, the first 2 maps will be banned, and then the next 5 will be decided. Obviously, these two teams, I mean, from the side of Zooting Nukes, they've been really strong on
Mhm.
most maps. Obviously, they fell to Divine Order on Sunset 13-5, and then they lost on
Mhm.
Corrode, I think 13-8 or 13-9 or something like that.
Mhm.
So, and then their Haven was really, really strong. I think it was a
Mhm.
13-10. So, and then Snake Bucket, the underdogs of this tournament. I didn't expect them to really make it as far as they did. I had them coming out of
Mhm.
groups, but then falling in the first round. But instead, they've made it this far. So I
Yeah.
honestly, if it's a 3-1, I think it's going to be close in every map. I don't think it's going to be a blowout in every single one of them. I think it's going to be close
Yeah.
because these guys just they fight. That's all they do is fight.
I mean, and speaking of map bans and speaking of fighting, I mean, we're gonna see Zooting Nukes just have their strong maps here. I mean, Abyss and Ascent both getting out, but that means that they still have to play that Corrode and Sunset, right? The two maps they lost that they lost to, and Haven being their strongest map, playing first against the weaker team, against this sub team, right? And I think that that is a poor mistake there on the side of the Zooting Nukes.
And for the side of Zooting Nukes, they were really, really strong on Haven. They really had like every team's answer. They could not defeat them on
Mhm.
Haven. I don't think they lost Haven a singular time that they
Yeah.
played it. But now, and also going into map number two is going to be Bind as well. So, I mean, two really good maps for the side of Zooting Nukes. You have Recon, who's that flex player who could play the Yoru, who could play that entry duelist. He can also play smokes. So you have so much flexibility with this team in terms of the
Yeah.
comps.
Yeah, I mean that these two teams, especially with how they play, is I think that these three map is especially the three site maps. I think is Zooting Nuke's like specialty. I think that their Haven and Lotus are both pretty strong. I mean, because here's the thing: if you have a strong Haven, it's pretty easy to have a strong Lotus. I would say, because they're fundamentally run the same. You can run pretty much the same comp on both maps, and to me, that just screams that you can play them the same way. So I'm gonna be really curious to see how Zooting Nukes is gonna be able to adjust throughout the game, especially playing two different teams, right? So this first game isn't gonna give Zooter the IGL a good read on how this next team is gonna play, right? I mean, the only player that he's gonna be able to notice is gonna be Alsvi, right? Because that's the only player that's gonna be like consistently playing. So I think that even though that we said that Zooting Nukes is like gonna probably sweep this, and you said this earlier that it's gonna be a tough time, but I think that Snake Bucket has an advantage here in the sense of like the mysterious behind the shadow, like they don't really know much, right? So I think that I mean these maps are I hope go in the favor of the Zooting Nukes, but I mean we're gonna see, right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the two sub players that I'm gonna be looking out for from the side of Snake Bucket is gonna be
Mhm.
Sog and Rizzo. Rizzo
Yeah.
put on a 30 kill performance in the last map he sub for, and it was really really instrumental in the series
Mhm.
yesterday or the day before at some point whenever they had that
Mhm.
semifinals um between Snake Bucket and Edgers. So he was really
Mhm.
instrumental in that as well, and
Yeah.
being a really, really crucial part. So I think it's going to be Sog and Rizzo in this first map
Mhm.
that if they can start off super strong and start off, on the right foot, I think they can sneak away with map one. But once they bring
Mhm.
in their regular roster, I think it's going to be a little bit of a struggle. Turdican, who is their IGL, has been, really solid in making the plays, making the right calls around Raven, who's been, I mean, I subbed
Mhm.
for Snake Bucket in group stage. He dropped 28. So he's
Uh-huh.
been like low key a
Rob is a
sneaker
great
pick.
player. I
Yeah,
mean, Rob is a great player. I mean, he just recently was playing for KC, and he's recently a champion of Mythic this season, right? He was a season 8 Mythic champion, and this guy can play, right? And not having Raven in on this game, I think is going to be very difficult. Or sorry, Raven. Wait, yeah,
first map he's not
Ra-
in.
yeah, Raven. I think the team's going to have a difficult time not having someone who is as consistent as Raven. Listen, I love Sog. Sog's my boy. But I just think that maybe in a situation like this, I don't know how he's going to perform.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of expectations here because obviously you win out the series, you're going home with $50. Like there is
Mhm,
money on the line here in this game. Each obviously $50 is going to be going for $10 each player, but still that's
mhm.
$10 that can get you, a Starbucks coffee, that can get you a lot of different things that you can get. So it's a lot
Or
on the line
or
here to
or
see,
1,000 PP.
or 1,000 PP. Yeah. So, as we are gonna see here, the decider, we have the maps. It's gonna be Haven map one with Zooty Nukes on attack,
Mhm,
Bind with Snake Bucket on defense, Corrode with Zooty Nukes on attack, and then Lotus with Snake Bucket on defense. And then decider, obviously, it's not showing up, but it is Sunset with Zooty Nukes on attack. So that struggle map that they had against Divine Order is the fifth map. So that's best case scenario if you're Zooty
yeah.
Nukes.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that Haven there being first is gonna be just a bad pick, and I think it's gonna come back to bite, especially Corrode there being map 3, the map that they have lost on before. I just think as if that maybe they should have put Haven into their third map instead of choosing it first. Maybe they choose Corrode first and try to come out hot, right? And then have a map like Haven that they're so consistent on, right? that they can play and just anchor that down as their third pick. So I just think that the maps
Let's see.
could have been chosen a little differently. But I mean, for the most part, I think Zooting Nuke still has a pretty strong like lineup of maps here.
Yeah, I mean, it's still. I think it's still favoring Zooty Nukes. I mean, you just have two players that really are just solid in Outrising Nuclear and Recon. Two players that maybe not with
Mhm,
the new Mythic, the new MMR for Mythic being
mhm.
171 now. Maybe not going to be nearly Mythic, but they still can make the strong case.
Is that the official line? 171?
Yes, that will be the
Oh,
official MMR because the
okay.
cap for Expert is 140 to 170, and then Mythic is 171 to Infinite. But obviously,
All right.
and then you have, Tiberson who was on that he was on that apprentice team and was really, really solid during the season. Unfortunate that MOX weren't able to come away with a lot of success. They were coming out from the beginning of the season
Mhm,
and then going into the playoffs, they were unable to really make the playoffs, I think, because they lost out to Symphony, I think, or whoever
mhm.
else they lost to. But um, now seeing that Haven's gonna be the first map, we're just making sure all players are on their respective teams and on their respective sides before we get into this first map. Obviously, I always say start off with this prediction. Who do you think is gonna win out on the pistol round here, Flu?
I think piss around. I think if Zooting Nukes plays the Neon comp, which I know they're going to play because love you, Zooter, but you're a Neon one trick, in my opinion. You play a lot of Neon, but I think if these guys come out explosive and come out fighting, I think Zooting Nukes is going to take the pistol.
Yeah,
What do
I
you
mean
think?
they are really, really strong on the pistol round. They win out a majority of their pistol round. The only like the most pistol rounds they ever lost in a series was against Divine Order, where I think they lost five, either five or four out of the six pistol
Wow.
rounds.
Wow.
So they struggled against Divine Order on the pistol round mainly because Fro was going crazy, or not Fro, Kira. Sorry, that's the wrong team, but Kira was going stupid on the initiator role as well as the Reyna on the
hmm
last map. He was instrumental as well. So really having a strong start for the side of Zuni Nukes, winning out on the pistol rounds in order to get that hot start that you desperately need could
Yeah.
go such a long way, especially on the map of Haven, where on the attack side, you can easily snowball into 6, 7, 8 rounds in a row before the defense
hmm
can finally adjust because of
Yeah.
how easy it is to manipulate rotates
Yeah.
on Haven.
And that's why I really like Haven. I think Haven is like I think Haven's everyone's good map, right? Is like I feel like Haven, excuse me. I feel like Haven is one of those maps that like you just see. I have never seen like true like big stomps on Haven, you know? Like there's always fighting rounds and teams always have a fighting chance on this map. But I just think that the way that Zuni Nukes has been playing it, I mean, I just think that they're gonna dominate here pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, especially starting on the attack side, they're easily one of the strongest sides,
Yeah.
honestly. They whenever they start on the attack, they always seem to win out on the halves, either 8-4, 9-3.
hmm
But now as we're going into this first map, waiting on the teams to make sure they are set up to go. And we'll be getting into here in just a few moments once we get the R's from the teams between Snake
hmm
Bucket and Zooting Nukes. Obviously, Zooting Nukes. I mean, they are just.
I
I'm still
mean, it
surprised they're here. Honestly,
I'm not. I mean, they're a good team. And you
I mean,
even
in the
said that they're
lower
surprised
finals,
that we're here. And
I expected them in the uppers.
oh,
That's what I meant to
okay.
say.
I understand what you're saying. And
Yeah,
I just think Zooting Nukes has, I mean, they have a good matchup today. And in like a sense of it, I think that they're just heavily favored. And I mean, it is gonna be, I think, an explosive start here today. And I think that we're gonna see a lot of plays. I think we're gonna see a lot of hero plays today. I think we're gonna be seeing a lot of good individual plays, and I think that if Rizzo has a good game, listen, I'm gonna say this now. If Rizzo has a good game, this game, they're gonna win.
yeah, indeed. I
I
mean,
think Snake Bucket is taking the W if Rizzo has a good game.
same with Slater, really. Slater, who was instrumental on that high tide championship roster,
Yeah.
really coming away with so many clutch rounds, so many
Mhm.
clutch moments on that flex role, playing the Senti, playing other roles that this team needed, and was able to take away in a probably the best series of the season 8 expert grand finals against KC, and he was really instrumental in that. So
Yeah.
another person you got to watch out for is Slater. If he can have a hot start, if he can have the effectiveness he had in that expert grand finals on the Senti role, it's going to be very, very difficult to execute onto his site
Yeah.
because he's not scared to take his fights. He may swing into 2 players, but you're confident enough that he can get his 1 and get traded, and then stall out just enough for his teammates to retake on the site.
Well, he does swing out in the 2 with an Odin, but I mean, I'm gonna be really excited to see how this goes when he has that Odin now starting here on
True.
map 1,
That is true.
Haven. I mean, let's see what happens here on map 1, Omni. You ready for it?
I am indeed ready for it. Obviously, from the side of Zooting Nukes, they run that double duelist comp with Nuclear on the ISO, Recon on the Yoru, Tiberson on the Cypher, and Vibe on that Scan Initiator, and Zooter always runs the Clove as well. Having a Clove on your side as well gives you a bit more flexibility in terms of the smokes, as you can smoke from the dead, you can smoke anywhere as long as you're in the range, as well as that secondary life with the not dead yet. So a lot of firepower on this comp that they've been running this entire time they run Haven.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is I'm questioning is that having Tibby on Chamber. I mean, that's not normally a pick that you would see on this map. I know Tiberson is a Cypher main for the most part, but I mean, now looking at the comp that they're hovering, I mean, it's not locked in quite yet, but I mean, with no flashes on the side of Zooting Nukes, I mean, I think that's going to be a problem, especially on this map, right? You have a comp, that Snake Bucket is running the Yoru on this map, which I actually tend to favor. But I mean, I just think that these teams are going to struggle with no flashes. I mean, if they decide not to play them, right? Putting Recon on that waylay, having Nuclear on the ISO, I just think that I'm favoring Snake Bucket's comp here.
Yeah, I mean, you have the Omen Blind as well. I just think, granted, Clove is so good in comp and all that stuff because you can just take fights. You can have aggressiveness in the Clove, but not having the Omen with the paranoia, it can be so difficult to enter onto a site, especially with the waylay, where you need a good set of team in order to set up the waylay to take that space. Because the dash on waylay is so strong because it's a jet dash on steroids. Basically, you could take so much space.
Yeah, it's like a double jet dash.
Yeah, I mean, only relying on the Sova Dart to take space and to gain it can be so detriment here. But all it sees here is on the pistol round how they're going to fight here.
Yeah, I mean, especially on the pistol round, I wouldn't be surprised here to see Snake Bucket kind of play a little slow. You have Chamber that is going to be able to take a lot of timings, TP back, take like an aggressive early peek, and then he's going to have to go back. But I mean, on the side of... Sorry, wait, I got it backwards. My apologies. Zooting Nukes there with the Chamber. I mean, they're starting on attack. I think that with the Chamber, taking those early fights is going to be what he's good at, right? But I mean, on the side of Snake Bucket, I mean, I like their comp and I like their setup a lot more, putting the Cypher on seed like normal. I'm not a fan of the double trips there on C, but we'll see how it goes here now going in round 1.
Yeah, obviously Zooting Nukes wanted to take this garage space as fast as possible. Recon popping the refract already, taking this space as fast as humanly possible. They just want to get this game over with and start off with a hot start, but the gate crash is already called over by Rizzo. He's going to refract out of this position as the double tap is going to be broken already, and he's not going to be able to get that refract back. Rizzo's going to be in this spot. They find the first blood onto Nuclear and Recon, and Vibe also so low, but Tiberson and Zooter are going to find the trades. And Tiberson with 2 big kills, but Sog left down to a 1v2.
But they're both 1
now,
HP.
I mean, they're both so deathly low, but all it takes is one shot from both players. Sog's going to have to refract away, now down to 9 HP. KC Vibe, though, the IGL for KC's prospect team that won the title here, is going to look to try to go through garage, but Sog so aware of this possibility here. Now holding this angle very tightly, though. This is so
Vibe
slow.
Taking this immaculate timing. I love the patience there from Vibe in order to bring Sog over to A. I mean, Sog's instincts are just screaming A, but Vibe there able just to take this extraordinary timing and wait out Sog. I mean, this is just brain versus brain at this point here. I mean, them going to plant back site, which I really like this idea. Sog gonna rotate as soon as his bomb goes down. I mean, Clove Smoke's available as well.
Gonna walk right into him, and Sog finds the headshot anyway, winning the 1v1 add-on to Vibe, getting that. I'm pretty sure that was a 1v3 clutch out from Sog. Already a hot start. I mean, Tiberson did such a good job getting those 2, but the last players that were alive were just so low, and Sog takes away the win.
Yeah, I mean, Sog there, a great player. I mean, but having all of the other, having your just opponents be 1 HP, that makes it really easy for you to win that 1v3 scenario, especially when you're walking in there with a ghost with full HP. I mean, Sog should have won that, and he did. But I mean, I can really appreciate the fact and the timing that Vibe took that round, waiting it out. I like the patience, and I like the discipline. And I mean, I'm just excited to see how this goes now. I mean, and we are wrong, by the way. Zooting Nukes did not win this.
Yeah, we were definitely wrong, but it's okay. Now, obviously, Zooter's going to have that Sheriff in his hands. Kunakuma here in this C position as usual. But look at Recon trying to take a lot of space and break that Cypher trip. But there was nothing there this time, so Refract away, getting a little information that Sog was the only one on B side. Tiberson with this Headhunter as well. You saw how dangerous he was in that last round, but Rizzo with this signature outlaw that he loves to buy so much, he's gonna fall into 2 players and find 2 out the bat. Sog finds 1, but Tiberson's gonna find that trade instantly. Owlsby's gonna find a kill on a Zooter. Now Tiberson, who is so deathly low here in the 1v4, gonna shoot that decoy, he's gonna run out, and Kunakuma is gonna find the kill with the Spectre, and that's as clean of an anti-eco round you can ask for from Snake Bucket.
Wow, I mean, Rizzo there with the Outlaw. I mean, the Outlaw is just, I think right now, the best gun in the game. I think that the
look at the light armors. 3.
Oh, why are we buying? Okay, so here is the thing: is against an Outlaw, you can't buy light armors, right? You need to go full Shield Guardian here. Right, and I think that that's a mistake there by Zooter for not pointing that out. Is I understand that you want the firepower, but at the end of the day, if you can still hit your headshots, the Guardian is still as good as the Vandal. But having that light shield and having those regen shields is going to make it really tough here for the Zooter Nukes to get through the Outlaw.
Yeah, indeed. Now Kunakuma's going to be under a lot of pressure here in this backside position. He's going to use the cage to try to play around it. But from the side of Zooter Nukes, they want to take her down, but no, gets 1 on the Zooter before traded up by Tiberson. Now they have the C side, but that dart got 5 there. Owlsby's going to take him down as Nuclear jumping around a little bit to try to keep alive here in a 3v4. Now Nuclear taking a little bit of fight, but again, Owlsby gets a little bit of damage here onto Recon here. But look at the flank from Sog. Tiberson's going to find a kill on the Slayer, but again, the Outlaw coming in clutch. As that's going to be a bonus conversion from the side of Snake Bucket off to a flying start to this map.
Wow, I mean, and I told you that there was going to be a little bit of a bad read there from the side of Zooting Nukes having 4 subs and 1 main player. I mean, look at that Vibe 0-3, and 3 of the other players having 1 kill. Tiberson, the only one with multiple kills on the board right now. But I mean, look at that. You have Sog and Rizzo. I mean, I told you that if Rizzo has a good game, I think they're going to win. And Rizzo and Sog, the 2 players from PN, both duelists. Sog there being the duelist for the PN Mythic team, and Rizzo being the duelist for the PN Expert team. I mean, these guys have chemistry, right? So, I mean, I think that even though that they could look a little weaker, I mean, they're playing super, super well right now.
Yeah, I think Zooting Nukes just have a read where they want to hit the C site and hit the prospect site, but they're just getting denied every time they try to hit it. Now they're going to go faster to the C side again. Owlsby is going to be under a lot of pressure, but they're not going to clear that corner at all. But he whiffs a little bit. Vibe's going to find the kill, but Rizzo's going to swing out as the tour de force is all line from the side of Tiberson. Kunakuma taking a lot of damage as the plant's going to come down. But again, here comes that flank from Slater. But Kunakuma's going to hold this garage position down. Recon with the Outlaw in his hands as well. Not really going to find little value unless it's to Kunakuma. But Sog holding this position well is going to be so patient, but Zooter now turns it back, turns around.
By the way.
And now Sog's gonna find 1, Slater's gonna find the 2nd, Kunakuma finds the 3rd, and the convergence path onto Recon, and a beautiful 3v4, once again coming out of Snake Bucket.
I mean, I think that was extremely well played. I mean, what? Omen Smoke, I mean, Kate, excuse me, I forget who the opening is, but Slater there, smoking off the trip on flank to get there, finding the timing and able to get 1. I mean, I think that was I think that Snake Bucket right now, this sub team is much stronger than what the original Snake Bucket team is. And I mean, you can see that right now with Saw going 7-1, Rizzo going 6-3. I mean, like, they're having good games right now. Right? I mean, Rizzo being my MOX Bowl teammate playing this well kind of makes me a little jealous that he didn't play this well for my team, right? But I mean, because we got grouped, but I mean, these guys playing extremely, extremely well here in the first 4 rounds.
Again, just going to a fast C side again. The undercut's going to come in to try to deny Owlsby a lot of But so much utility on the backside to deny him completely. Recon and Nuclear double entry coming in strong to take down Alsby and Kunakuma. Once again, this time a 5v3. Rizzo is going to have this operator in his hands. Zooter is going to find Slater, but Rizzo now revealing the operator is going to try to no-scope from far away, but can't find the shot, and now they want to run him down. Recon is going to swing around with the right click, taking that operator completely out of the hands of Rizzo, and now Sog let down to 1v4. You can already see the body language. He's just going to tuck tail and save here, and finally a first round on the board for Zooting Nukes.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the execution that Snake Bucket was able to pull off there on C. I mean, and it finally, or excuse me, these Nukes were able to pull out there on C site. I mean, finally able to run it down. He was really struggling to holding the site and really struggling to hold against the retake. But I mean, these guys played extremely well. And look at Sog here, able to worm his way out of danger, able to save this op. 3 seconds that he needs to live here, and then be able to get Nuclear at the same time, barely living. Able to get out with that operator, which I think is going to be a great save there for Snake Bucket.
Yeah, a really, really good save to get that operator back into the hands of Rizzo, who we know from the expert season, he is so good with the operator in his hands. He's single-handedly can win them rounds with that gun in his hands if he's hitting those shots. But now, first round of the board for Zooting Nukes, and once again, look where they're heading towards. That C site again.
I mean, and I think that it's the right call by Zooter. I mean, they have their 2 weakest players set up on that site right now. And look, I mean, talking about weakest players, I mean, there's a missed dart, but these guys going for a fast execution here on the C site. Conversion path coming out as well. And here it is there. Recon and Nuclear getting out on the site. Recon, they're able to find Slater there through the smoke. It's going to be a 4v5 now going into this round 6. It's going to be a fast retake here from Konakuma, not able to do it, and it's going to be Zooting Nukes coming out on top, able to find it, and Sog left again in another 1v4, this time not saving the op here. Sog able to find one, looking for the second. Sog, they're able to peek, and Nuclear able to take him out, and your Zooting Nukes able to come in there with round 6 and taking their second round win.
I mean, once again, I mean, from the side of Zooting Nukes, they are just bullying their way on the C site, and I think a change has to be made to realize that all they're doing is basically just a try run, scrim, hit C over and over again, and just drill that in. But now from the side of Snake Bucket, they're putting 3 players on the site. They don't have that convergence path to use, but they still have that kill contract as well that could easily snatch one of these players if they're not careful enough. But look at the buy coming in here from the side of Snake Bucket. A Sheriff, a Stinger, and a Ghost in the hands of Konakuma.
Yeah, I mean, these guys playing extremely well right now, able to finally flip the economy. I mean, Alsby there, able to find their Nuclear, but Zooter, they're able to get the quick trade here. Gonna be a 4v4 now in sight. Bong coming down by Vibe. Down 2 still on site though, pistols in hands for Konakuma. Able to find Zooter. And the resurrection coming out. Oh, they're gonna be able to find 2. There's gonna be a 2. Wait, excuse me. Sog, they're able to find it, and Zooter. It's gonna be down to Sog in the 1 versus 2. They're able to find Zooter. Sog now in the 1v1 against Tiberson. Tiberson holding the op there in Kingdom. It's gonna be tough and a great
He's slowed
by Sog. And Sog, they're able to find the 4K and take out Tiberson and clutch it for Snake Bucket. I mean, absolutely well played there from Sog. Sog there, the other player, showing his talents, going septuple positive right now. For those who can't see, going 14-2. I mean, this is absolutely insane.
I mean, just an unbelievable sheriff shots coming out of Sog. I mean, he was late to the rotations, but the dimensional drift coming out of Rizzo were just giving him so much information. I mean, also got to give it the fact that Konakuma got the first kill onto Zooter as well as Alsby getting the kill onto Nuclear, taking away the kill contract so early on, despite getting traded out, but still, they were able to find the answer. But again, from the side of Zooting Nukes, they just want to keep on abusing the C site, even though they've lost, 5 rounds of hitting C.
I mean, here comes the kill contract from Nuclear onto C. They're able to pull Alsby. Nuclear looking for it, however, loses. KC Super Sub able to find Zooter as well, and it's going to be a 3v5 off the start here for the Zooting Nukes. A little team flash there, never hurts there. I mean, absolute stomp here from Rizzo. Rizzo able to find the 3rd kill on the round. KC Super Sub able to clean it up there on the 4th. Sog there cleaning it up. I mean, did that round even exist?
I mean, it was a flawless. 5 players standing from the side of Snake Bucket.
Yeah, I mean, they're I mean, Zooting Nukes really struggling now to get through on the C side, and I think that Snake Bucket has made a great adjustment. Sog really getting some good value here, just going crazy right now on that Waylay, which is an unorthodox pick for this map. But I really like the way that these teams are playing so far. I mean, Zooting Nukes isn't playing horrible. I just think that they need to switch up the call. I mean, I just don't think C's the play anymore. I mean, if I'm them right now, I would instead of going fast C, I would go fast B here. Right? Because they have nothing on B. The Recon was able to get the info that there's no Cypher chip there in front B. And you know that they're posting FA because Sog is late rotating. Right? So I think that a fast B call wouldn't be the worst. But again, these guys are still wanting to go back to C, which they've only had like a 25% win rate on.
Winning the 2 rounds up, but again, it's going to be the fast C hit once again. The double tap already popped, but Slater is going to be here on this backside. The refract is going to be called, and Nukes wants to take the fight. He's going to find the first onto Owlsby, and Zero finds the second onto Slater. And again, now they have the site open, as Sog's going to be late, super late on that rotate as well. But look at the positioning of Tiberson just outside that trip. He's going to find the first with the operator. He's going to hold again. Let's show the peek by Tiberson, but the call has been made to not want to peek into Rizzo, not wanting to give away the numbers down here in the 4v2. Yeah, Sog does have the convergence path, but they have to find at least 1, maybe 2 more before that ultimate can really be used. They want to go for it, though. The dimensional drift's going to be used to clear out this site, as well as the convergence path is going to be locked and loaded. It's going to be used with a wide swing coming out of Nuclear as well, but Tiberson's going to find the kill onto Rizzo. Down to a 1v3. The wide swing from Tiberson not going to find it, but Suter gets the trade in the 3rd round on the board for the side of Zooting Nukes, despite them using 2 ults.
I mean, I actually think that even though the 2 ults were used, I think that they shouldn't have done that. I mean, you're in the 2v4 there. Rizzo has an op, and he decides to go into his ult there. I just think that that was a misplay by Snake Bucket, right? I think that you just go ahead and save the op like you did before. Don't worry about it. You're still up rounds. I mean, they still won the round, but now you are at loss of an op. Your eco is destroyed, right? I just think that was a misplay, honestly.
I really like the adaptation here, putting Sog on the C site, your star player, your mythic player, who has been having such a flying start to this game. The Hinder's going to come in from the backside as well as the recon dart. He's going to refract away immediately, but there's Nuclear again. Despite being blinded up, he's going to swing on again and find a second. He's going to pop that double tap again, but Slater and Sog are here on the backside. But now KC5 is going to take down Sog, and 5 is going to take down Rizzo. Now it's down to Slater here in a 1v3, but look at the backstab coming in from Tiberson as well. He's going to see this and instantly take the shot. And that's, again, a beautiful lurk timing from Tiberson to find that 4th round back on the board for the side of Zooting Nukes.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that Zooting Nukes is just gambling to see if they're gonna eventually stack another site. But again, you can see that from the side of Snake Bucket that they're just putting 3 players on C. Rizzo as well going over, so it's probably gonna be 4 players on C. And this is probably the most amazing call I've seen all day. They decide to go into Sog there. A-long. Sog gonna be seeing 5 players here in about 6 seconds, and I think it's gonna be an absolute rundown on A.
Yeah, now the right call has been made. They've been trying to just keep that conditioning in for the C site, but now Sog's going to be sounding the alarms and hearing them all. But now it's going to see that one, but it's going to refract over. Now it's going to be under so much pressure, but Zooter's not going to clear it completely. Sog is going to try to find a second. Rizzo finds the kill on the 5, but Nuclear is going to get that trade. Paranoia is going to come in to blind them up just enough, but Rizzo, who is here on the side with just 5 HP. Recon finds the kill on the Slater. Now the push ball is going to come in, but Rizzo finds the second on the Tiberson, but traded out instantly by Recon, who is so strong in this situation to get 4 on the round and get that ultimate online for the last round of the half.
I mean, Recon, they were able to find 4 and bring Convergent Pass online. I mean, listen, I think it was the right call. I mean, it was a great call, and I also think that they got lucky that Recon had a really good round. I mean, Recon there initially going 5 and 9. Now able to bring it up to 9 and 9. The only player on the team that's going neutral or positive. I mean, that was a good round. And I think that Zooting Nukes is starting to bring it back here a little bit, right? I mean, they're finally able to get to rounds. I mean, Haven being an attack-sided map, I just think that they could play a little bit better.
I mean, 3 rounds in a row now. Sog finding the insta-kill on the Tiberson. That's now that convergence pass is going to be used. But now they're going to have to get off the side, but Recon is going to take a lot of space. But now the counter kill contract coming right back to stall them out and flood out onto the site. Owlsby's going to find a kill onto 5 as well as Nuclear down. That's the kill contract and the Hunter Spirit offline. Sog again with a beautiful shot. Now it's down to Recon here in a 1v5. Can't do it. Sog with 3 on the round. and they have 1.5 of their defense side for the side of Snake Bucket.
Yeah, I mean, Sog having a phenomenal game right now. Sog going 22-5. The only reason why that this team is able to be up 2 rounds is because of Sog, right? I mean, Sog performing very, very well. I mean, and I kind of doubted him beforehand, so I think I kind of cast a curse Zooting Nukes, and I apologize ahead of time. But I mean, Sog playing extremely, extremely well right now, and I'm glad to see it. I mean, I love Sog. Great guy, and I mean, this guy is putting on a show right now. I mean, as a sub only for 1 game, I mean, what? I mean, could you ask for a better sub? I mean, hashtag Casey super sub, no?
I'll find him.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, he is putting on a super sub moniker right now, 22-5. But now you go to the attack side as Nuclear wants to take the fight, and they're just gonna fight into mid. It's 3 players were there as well as Recon finds 2. Slater and the side of Kunakuma as Recon wants to just dash in and find this 2. Tiberson's gonna get traded out, but now it's down to Slater here to 1v3. 2 players gonna be right behind him. Suitor with the headshot, with the classic, get the pissed around the board, and a huge flying start to the half.
I mean, also, can we talk about the fact that, I mean, I don't know if you noticed this, but Recon, they're able to dash out in front, distract the crosshairs of KC Super Sub and Kunakuma? Sorry, I cannot pronounce that name for some reason. But I mean, able to distract the crosshairs there, and Tiberson able to peek out a garage and get the kill on Kunakuma. I mean, I think that was really well played from Zooting Nukes. I mean, again, they're fighting down mid again. These guys just loving to stack these sites.
That's the power of having a waylay, though. Being able to refract away instantly, you're invulnerable to it. So that's the power of having a waylay there. Rizzo. And now hearing that Tiberson's gonna have this outlaw, he's gonna want to try to re-peek, but that fake TP, and now look at the rotates as well. There's 3 players here on the side, but look at Sog's positioning as well from the side of Vibe. He's gonna want to wait for it to hide here, but they're gonna swing onto Nuclear, who has that Phantom in his hands. Vibe finds the kill onto Alsby, but Sog is here as well. But so is Nuclear as Recon. They're just fighting in their spawn as they get a flawless round in their spawn.
I mean, this is where I think that, I mean, listen, I agree with the C hits over and over again, right? I mean, and I mean, actually, I don't agree. I actually don't know why I just said that. I don't agree with C hits over and over again. I mean, the IGL in me just doesn't want that to happen. But I mean, fighting up B every round, taking that fast mid control is going to be detrimental here. But I mean, you can see that Snake Bucket has made the adjustment of going A. I mean, this is what we saw Zooting Nukes do, right? C for like 11 rounds and then A, right? So I think that I really like this adjustment that Snake Bucket decided to make.
I mean, also the power of having 4 players in mid is they can just fast rotate. This is exactly what they're doing right now. They take mid control so easily, and then they just flood back into a site that they're coming into. There's already going to be 4 players here on this site. So now it's going to be a huge fight here. Rizzo finds 2, but it's going to be Nuclear finding the kill. Alzi finds a trade as well. And within a blink of an eye, it's Tiberson left down to a 1v4, who has a shorty in his hand, picks up the Bulldog as the Owl Drone's going to be used, but now they're going to know where he's at, and he's going to want to find the kill, but can't settle the shots with the shorty. Alzi taking the contact, taking the fight, and securing the anti-bonus round.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is a mistake. I mean, that's just a huge loss there, right? I mean, you have 5 players, but these guys were able to insta-rotate. I mean, this is the problem when you're playing stacked together, is that these guys are going to play a flood retake, right? So you have to be ready for these guys to flood. You have to be able to take space against these guys, and you have to be able to hold, right? And I just think that when you're on attack like that, is that it makes it really easy to hold against those floods when you take that space, and I think that they did a good job.
Once again, the same setup, once again, a 1-3-1 setup, but this time from the side of Snake Bucket, they want to just play contact and see if they can force those rotations, which is exactly what's happening already, as the Owl Drone is going to come in and try to clear out on these question marks in long. I'm pretty sure it only saw onto Rizzo, but look from the rest of these players as well. They want to leave re-clear, they want to walk re-clear as well. Rizzo finds 1, and Kunakuma finds 2, but Recon finds 2 in those trades, but it wants to swing out again in the wide swing here. But now the paranoia is going to be used, as the refract's going to be back, but he's going to be right into the waiting hands of Slater. And it's going to open up the C site, or the A site once again, left down to 1v3 for Tiberson here.
Yeah, I mean, Tiberson again left in this 1v3 scenario, not able to clutch it out last time. Had an outlaw before, which I think he should have saved. But I just think that Tiberson's in a spot where he decides to jump out of window. Again, Tiberson, I love you, but I mean, at the same time, I mean, you have to save that round. I mean, in a 1v3 there playing chamber, it's nearly impossible to win that fight unless you decide to out-aim everybody. I mean, and I just think that Zooting Nukes is just kind of playing some poor defense there. I mean, especially pistol and anti-eco there, you're kind of able to run them over, right? But then when you get later on, you have to default on defense, right? I mean, and that's what we saw from Snake Bucket on defense. They were defaulting every time, maybe putting 3 people on C, but they had people spread out across the map. So I mean, I'm glad to see this adjustment.
Yeah, now they're going towards the C side, but they're going to walk right into Tibbson's Bucky, who's going to get flashed him and now run into the smoke, and then TP out, but it's going to be aware of this possibility from Sog, but falls to Zooter, and Ozzy finds the kill, that's going to try to get in there from Recon, but Kunakuma as well finds the kill on the Zooter, and a 4v2 just like that. I think if Zooting Nukes has rifles in their hands, I think this would have been a way better defensive round, but the gun's just not in their favor as Rizzo, who is indeed one shot to the Marshall, but I don't think he's going to give Nuclear an inch on this Marshall hit.
Yeah, I mean, these guys here, I mean, both players, both Vibe.
One enemy remaining.
Both Vibe and Nuclear, they're going to be stuck. I mean, okay, Vibe, they're stuck in Garage, about to get run down by 3 players. Shock Dart's coming out as well. Sitting there with the Judge, hoping to play some exits. But I mean, I just think that they're not playing the best defense, right? They're looking to fight out, and then when they decide to spread out, they're getting run over, right? So you either have to get off, or you have to get everyone on site, and you have to rotate quickly, right? I mean, KC Super Sub, you see they're able to clean up Vibe. I mean, and that is the mistake, right? I mean, you have a guy with a Judge that isn't rotating fast, right? And I think that is just a problem there for Zooting Nukes, that they're not able to rotate, and they're not rotating properly. Right, that's why I think Zooting Nukes is just not performing right now.
And it's also the fact that, you know, they get any kind of noise, they try to rotate fast, but it's always that doubt in the back of your mind. What if there's a lurk towards A? Because they have a trip or a chamber trip, but it can't hold all avenues that Haven has. That's why chamber is kind of the weakest sentinel here on this map, because that one trip carries just one lane, one avenue that could be stopped so easily.
Yeah.
But now we go into this next round here, but Rizzo is going to find the kill onto Recon in the back site, and now that's going to open up the C site once again. Tiberson, who's going to be right here waiting for it. That's the paranoia as well. Team flash a little bit again, but that's just enough to stall them out as much as possible. Tiberson, who's just outside the smoke, wants to take the timing and try to TP out, but Owlsby is just better. Zooter finds a trade onto Slater as well. Left down to a 4v3. Now the kill contract's going to be used to get onto Sog, but I don't think this is the right person to pick up for that. But as I say
Never mind.
Nuclear says, no, I am simply better. As Zooter's going to walk up, but there's Rizzo there on the angle. Now he's going to gate crash away as Nocte is going to be popped. Kunakuma's going to find the first, but Zooter's right back in the game. Nuclear is Zooter. Now down to Owlsby in a 1v2.
Oh my Owlsby.
The team captain of Snake Bucket comes away and wins the round in a 1v2 clutch.
I mean, that was a very hectic round. I mean, we saw the Resurrect come there from Zooter. I mean, I just think that Snake Bucket is playing a phenomenal game. But I mean, also this is from what we talked about earlier and what we assessed is that this is Zooting Nuke's strongest map, right?
They're getting washed.
And they're kind of getting tossed around right now. I mean, we're only able to take 2 rounds, and that was because they decided to walk down mid, right? And I mean, now that mid walk isn't going to work anymore, these guys are just dodging mid entirely.
Yeah, but now here we go into this round. Vibe's going to have a Judge once again in his hands, but they hear the noise going to A, and now they want to fast rotate, get onto the site, and help out Vibe. Now this site is coming in. That's going to give Vibe a lot of avenue to work with, a lot of room. But this Owl Drone is going to try to clear him out, but it doesn't look behind him. And now he's going to walk in and smoke the conversion path to pop. But Vibe has to go out into the open with a counter conversion path as well. He's going to catch on the 3, but Rizzo TP's on the site. And finds 3. Getting 3 on the round, leaving Recon 0 here at a 1v5. But a spray through the smoke from Rizzo. 4 on the round, 21 frags to his name.
I mean, can we talk about the PN representation right now? I mean, these guys, these 2 PN players sitting at the top leaderboard, Saw going 26-10, Rizzo going 21-14. I mean, these guys having insane KDs. Saw has a 2.6 KD right now, and Rizzo has a 1.33 KD right now. I mean, these guys looking absolutely insane right now. 12-7 match point here going into round 20. It's going to be a swift 20. I mean, we said 3-1, right?
Yeah, we did say 3-1. But I mean, from this start, I mean, it's going to be hard to live up to it when your actual players come in. But hopefully that will be the difference here. Dimensional Drift's going to come in here from the side of Rizzo to clear out the C side. But this C side is completely left open. Not a soul on the site. as that means it's going to be most likely a 5v5 retake, but Rizzo's going to pop out a dimensional drift onto Zooter, but he says, no, I am better, and he's going to shoot the body to show that he is simply better in that instance. Now Sog, with the Phantom in his hands, is going to hear the flames coming in. He's going to find the first. Can't find the second because literally with that double tap is going to find him. Oh, Slater's going to find the kill, but now he is low. But the trips coming out onto Recon. Owlsby again, but now look down to 1v2. But Zooter, who is so deathly low, will he find the first? He does find it. Now in a 1v1. Zooter versus Owlsby, but Zooter with a better crosshair placement denies the map victory. And he's going to shoot some bodies to show who's boss.
I mean, Zooter, they're having a good round for himself. They're able to take out Rizzo and then able to take out Owlsby. I mean, great, well played there from Zooter. 7 HP there playing the Clove, but I mean, they're barely hanging on by the skin of their teeth. I mean, they only won round 20 there with Clove at 7 HP. Right. I mean, these rounds are getting so incredibly close. I mean, like, what we said that these rounds are going to be close, but I mean, like, I just think that Zooting Nukes is just not performing right now. Zooter there, I mean, again, the only one now on the team that is either neutral or positive. The Vibe there going double negative. Tiberson pretty much double negative as well, 9 and 17. I mean, this team is really struggling to play together. They're taking a lot of ones. I mean, Zooter being the mythic player on the team, I mean, obviously he's going to be doing the best, right? But I just think that he's not supporting the rest of his team, and that's why I think Clove is so selfish on this map.
Yeah, but Tiberson's going to have the Tour de Force online, but this on the side, he's going to pop that DK, and now he's going to be pre-fired, but instead he's going to get away with his life. But now look at the angle he's on now. Is Saul going to be aware of the possibility? No, he is not. Tiberson finds the kill, but look at the rotations, and look at the plays from the side.
Oh,
the shout is going to be called in, and that's going to be a rotate to see, but look at the lurk coming in from Owlsby. He's going to might be catching onto Nuclear, but Nuclear is just faster on the trigger. And he's going to find the kill, but now he's expecting another one. Now down to a 5v3, but now for the side of Rizzo, wants to take some space here. He's not going to clear the left side, so Zooter's going to stay alive here. But that kill contract is online. It can take away somebody here on this site if he wants to. Rizzo is going to be here. Slayer's going to be under a lot of pressure here. But that paranoia, trying to get hit, but Zooter and Rizzo is going to get kidnapped here in the kill contract. And that's basically round done and dusted. The 9th round on the board for Zooting Nukes.
I mean, they're able to finally take round 21 into their favor. I mean, finally getting their 9th round win, like you said. And look at the 5-man firing squad we're seeing on Rizzo's body right now. That is pretty awesome, I can't lie. But I mean, this Zooting Nukes team, we saw now there for their 9th win that they finally played together. They finally called for the rotates, and they finally won their fights. When you fight as a team in this game, you will win. Taking your ones consistently will not provide you the expected results, right? And I think that Zooting Nukes, I hope that they continue to make this adjustment, obviously, because I'm not sitting in their coach slot telling them this. But, like, I think that these guys, if they decide to play together, they are going to be the better team. If they take their one, they're going to lose, period.
Yeah, especially the form that Sog and Rizzo are on, as that curveball is going to be used, as well as Recon's going to be out wide, but he's going to refract away after getting a little dink onto Rizzo, getting a lot of damage into his favor. And now the Owl Drone is going to be kicked in here to clear out this short angle, but Owlsby also has another Owl Drone in his pocket. He's going to scan on the one player. I don't think he saw Sog, but Nuclear again on the flank. He's going to find one, but it's going to get traded kind of by Sog. Sog finds both the trades, and now Rizzo falls to Zooter. And Zooter once again showing the alpha male, shooting the body of Rizzo to gain some confidence back into it. But from the side of Sog and Kunakuma, the North Death's going to be popped here and give them information. But that trademark is going to cut them off here. Now they know exactly where they're at. It's going to cage them off, and I don't think they could have heard this, but Tiberson is so aware of this possibility here, holding down this spawn position. And now the Hunter's Fury is going to be used here. Kunakuma has to get away.
Hunter's
But it
Fury.
got tagged. Sog, though, needs the ace to clutch out the round in a 1v3, now 1v2.
Fine Tiberson, though.
Yeah, I was able to find Tiberson, but now you still have Zooter, who has been so instrumental here, been able to deny so many clutches. And now he's going to refract back, but Zooter, who's going to be in this garage position so fast. But Sog is aware of that possibility. And now he's going to convert the pass. But Zooter just faster on the draw with the not dead yet to deny the 6K for Sog. And that's 31 frags for Sog.
I mean, Sog having an absolute amazing game and nearly going triple. Actually, he's just, that kid, he's not gonna happen. But I mean, look at this. I mean, Zooting Nukes, they're finally winning the team fights, right? I mean, you've seen them come back a little bit. There's Zooter finally waking up a little bit. Tiberson waking up as well. And look, I mean, down the line, Zooter with 20, Nuclear with 17, Recon with 16. I mean, these guys are finally waking up and shooting a little bit, right? I mean, and I think that right now, Snake Bucket, I mean, I wish timeout. I mean, I wish these teams would call a timeout, but Snake Bucket just needs to calm down for a round, rotate based off the noise, and as long as they play Flood, they have a Sova ult to play against, which is going to make it tough, right? But I think that this team can easily close it out.
Yeah, I mean, very easily. Now it's going to be a fast mid-control here from the side of Snake Bucket. Rizzo with that decoy as well, just denying Recon the kill. And now it's going to be dashing in with double entry. Now, I mean, Rizzo taking so much space, but this could be... No, he's going to gate crash away and look to play the 4v5. But we've seen, look at 5 again on this flank, but Kunakuma is going to be aware of this possibility completely. But Tiberson with the trusty outlaw or an operator in his hand, but all the pre-fire from Sog as well gets the kill. But Zooter now going to be a 2v3, making a 2v2. As now it's going to be down to a 1v2 as Tiberson has it all to do. He's going to pick up the rifle, but Sog, the Thanos himself, is still alive. The Hinder is going to try to deny him, but that smoke from the Clove is going to use to get out wide. He's going to find the kill, but now he's going to try to find Sog, but his positioning is so good here in the 1v1, and Tiberson just has no time to play. Sog just waiting for the time, and it's going to swing with the round win and the map victory for Snake Bucket.
I mean, I guess me and you were just entirely wrong there. I mean, Snake Bucket, they're able to come on top with a 13-10 win. I mean, Sog, obviously the MVP of that game. I mean, Sog going what at the end of the game, 33-13, and Rizzo there going 22-18. I mean, just an absolute insane performance, both from the PN duelists. I mean, just a great game, but I know that we're gonna have another one coming up here soon. So we'll be right back with you guys here in 5 minutes.
welcome back. After our short little break, short little intermission, we are back here after what seemed like an impossibility on possibly Zooting's best map. Snake Bucket takes it 13-9 or 13-10, whatever it was. I'm just gonna double check real quick.
13-10. 13-10.
13-10. 13-10. Okay, 13-10 in favor of Snake Bucket, taking the first map of the series after having the dynamic duo of PN, the mythic duelist Sog, dropping 30 frags in order to win out. But now we go into map number 2, a bind. Now they did bring in Turdican and Raven back in, but they still have Rizza, who will be subbing in as well. So they still have Rizza, who has been so good lately. Maybe he could be the X Factor, Flu.
Yeah, I think that Rizzo, having a good game, I just think that Rizzo's not a bad player, don't get me wrong, right? But I just think that Rizzo was able to get immense value. We see him again hovering the Yoru. That's his best agent, in my opinion, right? And that this guy just kind of put on a show last game. I think Stog enabled him to play as good as he did, right? Having someone as strong as Stog, but now having Raven back in the mix, it's gonna be a tough mix, right? And I think that that Snake Bucket might struggle this game, having some people that were gone before now on the first snap and coming back in. And by the way, let's look at the comp on the side of Zooting Nukes, by the way. The Reyna pick from Recon?
It's one of the only maps you can kind of get away with it. You're pairing it with the Sky because you can combo that Leer with the Blinding Light as well. So you can combo it very, very well. Because if you try to turn from the flash and turn back, you're going to get hit by a Reyna Leer. If you try to shoot the Reyna Eye, you're just going to get blinded by the flash. So it's a good combination to use, but it's a matter of, are they coordinated enough to combo that? Because it takes a lot of coordination.
Yeah, and also I can understand that Zooter is he's a good player. I'm currently, I believe, Immortal 3 right now, sitting somewhere in the range of 200 RR. But playing Clove in these settings, obviously he wasn't able to get a ton of impact last game on it, right? And I just think that playing Clove again on this map is going to be a struggle. And that's why I think, Brimstone is just significantly better on this map. This is Brim's best map, obviously, so you can smoke between the boxes, you can smoke triple, and you can smoke heaven at the same time. The triple smoke value there for Brim is just extremely immense, and I think this run it down comp that Zooting Nukes is playing, I think that they're going to really struggle to put something together.
Yeah, I think they're coming into this wanting to just be as confident as possible in order to just run away with the series. But if you saw what happened in the first map and what they were doing, they were getting shut down completely, mainly because Sog was getting 2-3 frags around, and then Rizzo was right there next to him. So can Raven do the same thing that Sog was doing? Because he has huge shoes to fill right now.
Yeah, Sog, they're going 33-13 last game. That guy was, like you said, big shoes to fill, but I just don't think that Raven will be able to do it. He just needs to have an exceptional game right now.
Smokes down.
Yeah, well, we're going into this pistol round right off the bat. The Seasonade combination is going to be used right off the bat. And it's such a stark difference to the last map. They want to take the fight to him. Rizzo is going to fall. Nuclear finds 2 onto Rizzo and Raven. But now they're going to see Alsby is going to be close by here. He cannot shoot that flying raid, who falls to Turdican. But Zooter finds the kill as well, but Duck trying to find the kill, but Recon is there with the Sheriff. Kunakuma left down to all alone in a 1v4, and the pistol round goes in favor of Zooting Nukes.
Okay, so I might be mistaken with this run-it-down comp. It might be good on this map, because I forgot how weak A-Short is, especially when you have a run-it-down comp, and you don't have a good enough comp to hold it. I'm surprised that the deadlock there wasn't able to prevent the flood. But I just think that the ability to run it down on pistol, putting all 5 players towards A short, is just gonna make life a lot harder for the defenders. And
Bind is so heavy in terms of that just being able to entry onto one avenue. But we're gonna be going here into the anti-eco run as fast as possible, as all Timberson just does not care and swings out, gunning with the stinger. But Raven from the dead is gonna find the kill with the paint shells. But Zooter again with the stinger. Gonna find the kill on the Alsey, but now Duck, who's here with just that Sentinel's Classic in his hands, might want to try to take the fight, but Zooter says absolutely not. And once again, it's down to 1v3 for Kunakuma here.
Yeah, Kunakuma trying to pull something off here, but Recon just has the better aim. Obviously, because Recon should be Mythic. there's the Mythic player for you playing Arena. Recon, the 14-year-old kid wonder, right now playing for this game. I mean, playing extremely well right now. I mean, him currently going 2-0 right now, and look at Zooter. I just think on me that I was completely mistaken on this map. I mean, why not just play the Selfless Agents? I mean, Zooter 5-0 and Recon 2-0. I mean, like, they're playing a great game right now, and look at Raven. I mean, 1-2. I mean, Sog would have been 18-4 at this point, right? So, I mean, like, I just think that they're not that Zooting Nukes is playing a lot better.
I mean, also the fact that with the combination of the deadlock grab net with the C's, but look at Tiverson just trying to get into their face as fast as possible, take it down Kunakuma with the Bucky, and now running and gunning a little bit with the Vandal as he's flashed up here to try to find a pick, but Recon's gonna find a kill, but Nuclear trades out Duck as now we're down to a 2v4. The barrier mesh is going to be used to stop that CT push, but Rizzo, with this Recon Phantom in his hands, is going to try to see if he can take the pick, but Vibe, you're trying to find a weapon, and your head is barely...
One enemy remaining.
Vibe just TPs on accident, but luckily, no harm, no foul. But Vibe was TPing out there, and honestly, that right there tells how this round went. Vibe TPing, just pure chaos on the site.
I mean, Zooting Nukes just running it down. I mean, to be fair, is I think that they have the same idea as they had, as they had on Haven. They're just, oh, A short. Me like A short, me go A short. Like, that is a thought process that I think is going through Zooter's brain right now, right? And so I just think that this team could get severely punished for deciding to push it. And if they decide to put the deadlock here, oh no. Actually, speak of the devil. They decided to put the deadlock there on A. And I just think that Zooting Nukes is going to have a hard time getting through when they have guns.
Yeah, but I mean, Tiverson has been ignoring the sound sensors completely, but the C's has caught onto at least 2 players here, actually 3 players. So now they're going to try to get onto the site when there's going to be 3 players, but the first sound sensor is going to be caught. Kunakuma finds the first one on the Nuclear, but now it's going to be under a lot of pressure. Rizzo finds the kill on the Tiverson, but Zooter's going to find the trade. That eye scans on him, but nobody's able to punish him completely. Owlsby is going to be taking a lot of space here in this U-Haul position, and nobody turns around until Zooter tries to turn around after killing Kunakuma. It's going to pop that metal as well to gain a lot of HP, but look on the flank coming in from Raven as well. Zooter wants to take the fight on to Turdican, but Turdican with the Sheriff is going to find the shot. But instead, Recon on the backside is going to find the kill, but Turdican with a beautiful Sheriff shot. And now Recon is going to TP away. The right call to make, but look on who's close on his back. Raven finds the kill, and the thrifty round for the side of Snake Bucket. You are muted, Filou. You are muted.
Snake Bucket. Snake Bucket, they're able to take the first round out of the first 4 rounds there. Snake Bucket finally able to make something out of nothing, honestly. I mean, they're really struggling there, especially losing their first buy round, right? I mean, I think that if this team is able to play a little bit more consistently, I think that they're going to look a lot better, right? But on the side of Snake Bucket, I mean, they just need to play a little bit more consistent, and I think that they'll win more rounds.
Yeah, but again, here comes the side from Owlsby and Turdican. They're going to take this Showers position as fast as possible. But from the side of Zooting Nukes, they're willing to take short, but Turdican finds the kill onto Zooter, as well as the barrier mesh is going to be used. But Nuclear finds the trade on the Rizzo, but the orbital strike is going to be used to force Recon in such a bad spot. And now Turdican finds the kill again. Owlsby trades out Nuclear. Now it's down to KC5, who's not going to find anything. Raven with the kill. And just like that, it's now the second round on the board for the side of Snake Bucket.
Yeah, I mean, Snake Bucket, like what I just said, able to play more consistently and able to win their gunfights. I mean, that from what we saw that round, I mean, I think that, again, they have a good team, right? And I think that Zooting Nukes is good, but I think that they have an Achilles heel, and I think that if their run-it-down strategy doesn't work, I think that they're going to struggle to get rounds, and we can see that, right? I mean, like how we saw before, especially on defense Haven, that they were able to run down mid and win the first 2 rounds, and then they weren't really able to win much after that. But I think Zooting Nukes' strategy is just not going to work out for them in the long run.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think they really care. They want to run down short once again. Tiverson, who's going to use that single satchel to get into U-Haul position, but Rizzo, who also has a Bucky in his hands, finds the kill on the Tiverson, dipping in with the Bucky. But now that's going to be still the site kind of in the hands of Zooting Nukes here, down to a 4v4. But look at the positioning of Zooter, so deep into enemy territory, already on this backside position. Raven, who has that outlaw, but Zooter has full armor. So if they were to take this peek onto him, it's not going to get any value. But Kunakuma finds the kill, but Raven finds the shots. But there's Recon with the Bucky close by. And now Nuclear's going to pop the Annihilation, but not find anything. Now look at Recon trying to take so much aggression, take so much fight. Owlsby finds the kill
player
on to
standing.
Nuclear, but now down to a 1v1. Owlsby, who is so low, 45 HP plus the regen armor. Vibe, who's gonna be here with the Bucky. He's gonna hear that tap, and he's gonna look to wrap him now. Owlsby knows he's in U-Haul position. I don't know if there was a step made. Owlsby might have heard it, but Vibe is gonna sit in the smoke with the Bucky, but the time is just not on his side. But he's gonna find the kill anyway, but there is no time. Snake Bucket loses round. Zooting Nukes takes it.
I mean, I just think that Owlsby took too much time there for that round. You need to play a little bit aggressive. You know bomb is there. Then the smoke is down. You just need to have it or you need to fight. And I just think that that was a misplay there from Snake Bucket, right? But, I mean, I just think that Zooting Nukes just played a little bit better that round. And I just think it depends if one individual player can make as big of an impact as they need to. I think that that round is going to go in favor of that team.
Yeah, I mean, Owlsby was able to just take too much time despite having so much information and so much room to work with, considering Vibe only had the Bucky in their hands. But now we go here. Tiberson only buys a shorty in his hands, but he has the showstopper in his hands. But now it's going to be the operator from Raven to shut down the showstopper. But Zooter and Vibe take showers, taking out Rizzo and Owlsby so fast. Now it's a 4v3. The Seeker's also online. It's going to be the paint shells here to try to stop the plant. Nuclear has to get off the plant now for a moment. But now this counter showstop's going to come in and throws it willy-nilly. But Vibe finds one, but Zooter finds the second as well. Down to a 1v3, but an operator in the hands of Raven. Just not the ideal weapon to win this out. Zooter already ready on the backstab as well. Raven holding his position as long as he can, but there's Zooter on the backstab. 3 on the round for Zooter, and a perfectly well-played round from the side of Zooting Nukes.
Yeah, and there it is. I mean, these guys playing well. Raven not able to get the value with the operator they wanted. I mean, he was able to find Tiberson there off the rip, which also having Tiberson on the Rays, I don't think I agree with. Tiberson is not the best duelist player from what I have seen, so I think that's a mistake there from Zooting Nukes putting him on that role. I mean, that's why I think Zooter is just so good at something like that and putting Recon on smokes. Like, Recon is an Omen player. He is a smokes player. So I think that Zooter being a little selfish in playing it, I think is, I mean, good for his team because they're able just to play individual games and they're winning. But, I mean, I think at the end of the day, I think they're going to really struggle in defense.
Yeah, but again, here comes that conditioning already coming in from Zooting Nukes. They're going towards the B side, which was just Raven here. And now that means there's not a soul on the B side. And you know this very well, Flu. This site is so difficult to retake. But Tourniquet finds the kill onto Recon. The Nightfall comes in alongside the Dimensional Drift. Tourniquet is going to find that one kill. Owlsby on the backside. Rizzo with the Bucky as well. It's going to find the 2 kills already on the back. But look at these 2 players also taking this elbow position. They have an idea that they're at least one here, maybe both now. Now it's going to be using that to try to get on a Tiberson who popped the decay, but trying to stall as much time as possible for Vibe, but he's blocked off by his own barrier mesh. Now there's not even a chance he could get the retake, and that's going to be the round for Snake Bucket as Vibe is just going to save the rifle.
I mean, I think that's the right call there by Vibe. I mean, he's just kind of stuck there, not able to do it in 1v2, especially as a prospect player against 2 better players than you. I mean, I just think that that's a save there. I mean, just walk away with a gun and just go in the next round with a new mentality, right? And Snake Bucket, they're finally able to get their 3rd round out of the 8. And I think that, again, if Zooting Nukes isn't able to perform to the level that they need and, win their ones, they're going to really, really struggle.
I mean, right now, from the side of Zooting Nukes, they've been taking fights together as much as possible, but it's just been, sometimes the retake has not been going in favor of them. I mean, that Nightfall and the Dimensional Drift that was combo there gave them so much information. But now the Trailblazer used to clear out short, but the bomb is not even in their possession. I think this is going to be a fake towards the A side. Rizzo trying to do some damage, but Nuclear, who's going to get caught, who's going to cut him off, dodging the flash. But now here comes the rotations coming off on the defense. They're all rotating towards B. Recon is going to have so much space to work with here. And if you can very easily call them back on the TP here. But so far, they might want to go towards this B side, but this is what the majority of the defense is. Popping that, popping one of the abilities of Brim that I'm drawing the name on, but Vibe swinging out, not giving a damn. As the annihilation from Kunakuma did not find any value, he wants to swing out onto Zooter, dipping Zooter, taking him down. Owlsby down to 12 HP, but Tiberson says no, but Raven finds the kill there, but now the TP is going to be called because look at the positioning of Recon already in their spawn. They have to be somewhat aware of this possibility.
I mean, this guy is cutting off every single rotate known to man. I mean, he's going to find at least one here. Kunakuma is just not paying attention. Recon there, able to make the connection. And it's going to be left to a 1v2 now for Raven, or 1v3, excuse me, for Raven. Raven looking for any value he can find. I like this high-low setup in Nuclear. Able to sit him down. I mean, another good round. I mean, this is what I'm saying, right? If Zooting Nukes is able to win their ones with this comp, they are going to succeed, right? You're playing pretty much a triple duelist comp with Clove. I mean, Clove, in my opinion, is just a duelist player with smoke. She's a better Jet, in my opinion, right? And I just think that a team like this, if they're able to run it down and win the ones, they're gonna win rounds. And I think that if Snake Bucket isn't able to make the adjustment on attack right now, or on defense, excuse me, that it's gonna be a struggle, right? But I see Raven with Judge, and I think that is gonna be a great adaptation.
Yeah, I mean, the smoke coming in right away, but look from the side of Zooting Nukes, I feel like for the first time they're actually waiting for something. But the missed jump from Raven now gives away his position, has to back away, but he's gonna reposition towards Showers. But look at Nuclear already here with the flick. It's gonna be elite. Now using the sash to try to get away, but Vibe, who's in the Showers position with the bomb in his hands. But now, oh, Raven somehow finds the kill. Tourniquet with the almost strike online here. He's gonna hold it in his hands. Tiberson taking a lot of space, but Ozzy on the backside now. Tiberson with a Judge in his hands. They have 3 players here, but Rizzo falls to Vibe. Ozzy finds the kill, finds 2. Now down to Tiberson here with just a Judge in his hands. Kunakuma with the Paper X Classic takes him down, wins the thrifty round.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of winning in Paper X, unfortunately that didn't happen today.
I am sad still about that.
But yeah, so am I. I like Paper X. Also, I don't like Fnatic either. So, but I mean, this is what I'm talking about, right? Is that they're finally able to make the adjustments on defense, and as long as I think every time the Snake Bucket has gotten the first blood, that they're able to convert it into a round win, and I think it's just the same way. Whoever gets the first blood is able to win the round, right? And so I just think that Snake Bucket just needs to stay flexible and be able to adjust pretty quick here.
Yeah, Rizzo already trying to take the Showers position. He's going to break that Trailblazer, but the Annihilation is going to be used in. Owlsby is going to get the kill, but it's a trade instantly for Recon on the backside. Able to get that trade out instantly, but now it's going to be left down to a 4v4. Turdikin is going to be taking first contact, but look at Zooter again on the off angle. That is so difficult to clear. Recon finds the kill onto Rizzo, but here comes Kunakuma on the backside. A little whiffy at first. Tiberson with the Bucky as well, close by. And again, that split control, that split fight coming in from Zooting Nukes, coming in so clutch to get the site wide open for them.
Yeah, I mean, Zooting Nukes, they're able just to run them down, taking out the Showers guy there. I mean, I again, like, they have this run it down comp. So if they're able to break through the first part, then it's going to make it pretty easy, right? But if they're not able to break through and they get shut down, they just lose. And here on the attack, I mean, Zooting Nukes opting to go for long, which I really like to play on Bind, taking control of the extremities here, like Showers or B long, is I think is really important. And I like this play right now from Zooting Nukes.
I mean, Snake Bucket trying to make some adaptations to take this Showers control all the way through to eliminate the possibility, but they are playing retake on the B side, which, like I said before, unless you have ultimates to be able to take this B side right back, it is so hard to retake. Kunakuma's gonna be under so much pressure, but he's gonna try to swing out to get her one, but cannot do it. Zooter denies it instantly, and now the Seekers are gonna be used to give them the idea that there is nobody even close to the site. And look at how much space the side of Zooting Nukes wants to take. The Showstopper also used. Recon finds the first on the Raven, but Alvy's gonna find the kill, but Nuclear again. There's so much productivity as Tourniquet can find a kill, but not without being traded. 1v3, they know exactly where he's at. Zooter on the angle, and that's an 8-4 half for Zooting Nukes.
I mean, Zooting Nukes, they're finally able to come out on top here for the half. I mean, I know it's only been 2 games, but they got destroyed there on Haven that first half. I mean, or not destroyed, excuse me, it was 7-5 there, so it was only a 1-round difference. But Zooting Nukes finally able to come out on top, and I think that on defense that they need to fight out, and they need to fight for this space with their comp, and they don't have a good delay comp, right? I mean, they have the Deadlock, and that's about it from Zooting Nukes. Otherwise, everything else, all their pieces of util are meant to fight, and you can see that 4 players, they're going towards A short, but it's going to be the wrong read from Zooter, and I think that they're going to have a tough time, and Zooter's going to just opt to take this like 1v5 over here in Hookah.
I mean, knowing Zooter, I think it's like pretty good odds for him and how confident he's been on these fights. Now holding it down, the TP is going to come in as Raven is going to be there. So is Owlsby, but Recon can't settle the shots. Owlsby coming alive here, finding 2 kills. Now it's going to be Vibe and Nuclear left down to a 2v4, but they're going to walk past this sound center because it's, you know, obviously it's a trip, but you have to make noise for it to find any value. So unless Owlsby turns around here, he's going to get caught with his pants down here in a second as KC5 is going to find the kill. Now they have the idea that one's on the flank. But can they realize that Nuclear is also on the flank? Kunakuma was looking at it for a moment, but now it's going to turn around as KC5 is going to jump out here. As again, it's going to be under a lot of pressure, but the shots aren't falling! The shots aren't falling! Rizzo down to 1v2. Nuclear is going to be holding his elbow position down, but he sees the gun barrel. He's going to find the first shot, and he's going to try to stick it, but Rizzo says, not on my watch! Getting the 1v2 clutch to get the pistol round on the board for the side of Snake Bucket.
You saw Vibe there, able to get 2 on the round, able to take care of Owlsby in 1 more. I mean, we can see it. I mean, we can see that these players are able to get their value, but again, like what I said is that Zooting Nukes is going to really struggle on defense, right? They just have nothing to fight for, right? And they have to either fight for the space. They can't stall. They have no stall. So I think that Zooting Nukes has to get aggressive here, and they have to fight, and they have to fight into Snake Bucket.
And the only really piece of utility they have that can be used to stall out any push, as Recon already taking a fight, ignoring what I'm trying to say, hitting a beautiful shot on the wrist, but look at the side from Raven, wants to get in there, quick and easy, but Recon finds 3 with the Sheriff, but now down to 2 players, make that 2, a 2v2 now as Owlsby finds a trade on the Tiberson, but Zooter, who's also so deadly with this share, is gonna get blinded up by that Prowler. But now they realize that they don't want anything to do with it. They just want to TP, make the right play, right decision. Recon doing God's work. They're getting 3 on the round. But now it's up to these 2 players in Zooter and Nuclear. As Owlsby again just says, no, I am just simply better. As he takes the running gun, Owlsby is turning into an animal with 4 on the round to bring that back from the depths of destruction.
I mean, an absolute insane round there from Owlsby, able to get the 4K, able to get that Eco 4K. I mean, a great round. I mean, this guy, I mean, the apprentice player of the lobby, currently top fragging for his team. Our Snake Bucket going 14-9. I mean, looking really, really good right now. And this is what I mean is that if these guys can get the player advantage, I mean, I know Recon there was able to get 3, but again, like the other people on his team weren't able to win their ones, and they just got hit with crossfires. They got hit with a lot of problems, and I think that is what Zooting Nuke's problem is going to be.
Yeah, but here comes that stem beacon that just takes so much space to try to control it. It's going to be under Vibe, who's going to get stunned by that old sound sensor, but they're not looking towards the right. Are they going to clear? Are they going to be diligent enough? The Nightfall is going to be in the hands of Owlsby, but he wants to wait out a little bit. Right now, Vibe in such a devastating position, but the TP is going to be called, but Recon is here. Are they going to be aware of it? A little bit, yes. As I'm surprised he didn't dismiss there after the first. But now the rest of the players on the side of Zooting Nukes are going to be here on the rotation. Tiberson, who has the paint shells online, is going to use it. But now the Bulldog coming in from Nuclear, not able to find it. Tiberson finds the kill on the Rizzo, though, so the spike is down. As now Owlsby, the hero of the last round, is going to barely try to cross, but no, Nuclear denies it. Raven with a Bucky in his hands, holding this U-Haul position. He's trying to be as patient as possible. The GrabNet's going to come in here to try to deny them. But this bomb is in such a committed spot. Really, it's going to be up to Raven to try to see if he can take his peek onto Nuclear, who does see him, but now knows he has the Bucky and wants nothing to do with it. But this round in a 4v2, I just don't see it possible.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be really tough here for Snake Bucket to break through right now. It's just going to be really tough for them. I mean, Raven there with the shotgun, Kunakuma there with the Stinger, still able to find one, able to find Zooter. It's going to be tough in this long-range fight with Tiberson able to take out Kunakuma and make it 6-9 right now. But I mean, I just think again, like, that if this, that I think that Zooting Nukes is the mechanically better team, right? And I think that if they're given the opportunity to take 1v1, that they're going to win it. But there's always a chance that you don't. And I think that with a team like Zooting Nukes is that they're making a good adjustment now on defense to finally win some rounds, right? And that I think that Zooting Nukes needs to, again, stay flexible with this comp. They need to be ready to fight anything. And this team needs to hold on to space, right? So they need to fight for it. And I think that they have made that adjustment.
I mean, a huge adjustment here. But I mean, I would like to see from the side of Tiberson and Nuclear play together more, because that GrabNet nade combo is so oppressive. It can easily net you a kill or two if the attackers aren't ready for it. Turdikin, though, does find the kill onto a onto Nuclear, who pushed out just a little bit too far. Zooter, though, here on this angle here is going to try to see if he can find his one, and does find it, pops the middle, wants to re-swing out, but the perfect positioning of Raven to drag the crosshair across. Recon, who does only have a guardian in his hands, can't settle the shots on the Kunakuma, who finds her life intact, but the TP is going to be called again. But look at again from the side of Tiberson, who's going to be here on this angle already. The Prowler's going to be used, but now they have to be diligent of this. That Prowler did not clear him. Tiberson is going to try to trigger discipline this for added pressure. He does find the one because Kunakuma to turn around the last second. Recon on the backstep as well. Grizzle's going to find the one, but can't do it. And that Prowler is the 6th man for Zooting Nukes.
Wow, I mean, Tiberson there playing that spot almost perfectly there. I love the trigger discipline. I mean, Nuclear just kind of like stared into his death there for a second. I mean, I don't know if you noticed that, but Nuclear there, just they're planting default, just seeing Tiberson sitting in a corner. I mean, and here is a timeout, probably coming from the side of Snake Bucket. I mean, I mean, these guys, I mean, looking for anything at this point. Down 10-6, they're going to be on an eco round. They don't have much money, which here's what I think is that you need to wait to see where this team is going to go, and then you have to play flood retake against these guys, right? Is that you know that these guys are going to be aggressive, and you know that they're going to want to take space, right? So you just have to just sit and wait it out, right? You have to know where they're going to push out because they've been peeking showers or long every time or holding it, right? And so if you're able to work the map a little bit against this team and get them to over rotate, I think that a save round / eco like this can easily go in the way of Snake Bucket.
Yeah, I mean, from the side of Snake Bucket, I mean, you're happy right now getting your 6th round on the board. I mean, you won 2 in a row. You won the pistol and the anti-eco round, but now you just got to figure out the answer now on these full buys, because right now going into this round, you're only going to have that one Phantom onto Owlsby, who's having a magnificent game, 14, 11, and 10, but still 2 shares of Bucky, and was probably going to be a stinger from the side of Kunakuma. It's not really much to work with in terms of this round.
Yeah, I mean, it makes it really tough here for Snake Bucket to get any value, especially on an eco and a team like Zooting Nukes that just likes to run it down and peek out. I mean, you see Recon here playing that B long angle. I mean, yeah, I mean, they just need to make something out of it, and they need to get this first blood.
Oh, Turd with a beautiful shot onto Recon, denying completely. As now Nucleus going to pop that barrier mesh and try to stall them out as much as possible. But look at the positioning from the side of Tiberson. Look at how deep on the showers angle he is. So if they were to TP right now, they're going to go right into the waiting arms of him as Nuclear finds the trade on the Kunakuma. Rizzo, who's going to get grabbed, and he's going to be able to dodge it out in his hands. Now they want to just look at how much space they're taking A, but instead of taking the TP, they're making the smart decision and just rotating through. But Tiberson, who is on this lurk, on this positioning, could easily stop the bomb because he's going to hear these rotations, he's going to hear all these footsteps. But now Tiberson has it all to do. He can deny this completely if he can find the timing. Rizzo's not looking behind him. He's going to pull the knife out. He's going to find one. He's going to find the first on to Rizzo. But Turdikin is going to look to back away now. But look at the positioning of Nuclear as well. He is so fast on this line. Raven just barely missed the timing of it. But now he's going to hear the footsteps of Vibe. Vibe, who has knife out. He's going to fall, but Nuclear finds to come onto Owlsby. But Turdikin can't find the kill. But now it's going to be down to Raven, who finds that first. Now the paint shells is going to be used. It's going to deny him off the plant. But Tibbers is going to pop the showstopper, but all Raven has to do is kill him and win the round. But now he's going to get it to half. And now, on the side of Raven, he is faster on the trigger. Tiberson can't get the rocket out in time. That's the 7th round on the board.
You just have to, Tiberson, they're making a crucial mistake in not pre-firing the rocket. I mean, you can hear the footsteps. You just need to shoot it off there. I mean, the radius of that thing is absolutely massive. I mean, and I just think that, again, just a huge blunder there from Tiberson. Just not able to get it off, really struggling. Raven, they're clutching out that 1v1. I mean, there's no world where Raven should be winning that. And I just think that, again, that these rounds that Snake Bucket is winning are either just luck or the fact that Zooting Nukes is just overheating.
Yeah, just a little bit, but now we go here in this round. The Dimensional Drift's going to be used. It's going to pop that first sound sensor. As now Nuclear wants to replace it again. But the flash is going to come into Nightfall as well. That's going to be a right mid-air shot onto Nuclear with Zooter, who's just not cleared 5 either. Down to a 1v3. Owlsby can't get the kill. 5 uncleared. 3 on the round and a thrifty round win for Zooting Nukes.
I mean, KC vibe there. I mean, the prospect player coming in clutch with the 3K, finding the 2K with the stinger, them not clearing the smoke. I mean, listen, these prospect players, they might not be mechanically the best players in the world, but I'm telling you that when they know how to play ratty, they know how to play ratty, right? These guys know how to tuck into corners, and they know how to be in spots that you would never expect, especially in situations like that, which is, I think, like a pro to having a player like this on your team is that they're able to think a little bit differently, right? And able to get that independent value for their team.
Yeah, but here comes the showstopper. Raven, I think, was trying to aim for Tiberson, but instead it's Recon. Now the orbital strike is going to be used. It does get the kill on the Zooter with a pain shield somehow. Zooter just running into the pain shields, completely unaware of that possibility. Alga's going to get the bomb down here. He's going to get this down to a 5v3. But these 3 players have been so instrumental in being able to be clutch for their team. Tiberson with this minimal operator, his signature skin line that he's been using so much, he has it all to do. I mean, operator having the retake here is going to be so difficult, but Nuclear is going to be close by. Finds a beautiful shot onto Alsby, and now it's going to be down to a 4v3. Now it's going to break that down, but there's a second one from Raven. The Annihilation is used, but Raven says, I will do it all myself and get 4 on the round and get them 8 on the board.
I mean, a great round there from Raven. I mean, that post plane was absolutely phenomenal there. Able to play it correctly, having people in showers and short, able to provide that, able to create that dual pressure from both sides, making it really hard for Zooting Nukes, or excuse me, my brain just fried. Making it really easy for Snake Bucket to hold that and making it hard for Zooting Nukes to get to that bomb site. And I just think that Snake Bucket is starting to adjust and play really, really well.
Yeah, I mean, a lot to ask for here, a lot needed here. The pain shells is going to be used to force Nuclear back away, but are they going to clear Tiberson here? The GP's going to go for 5, he's going to find, or Zooter, sorry, getting the kill onto Raven, taking down the star, but that sounds censored. But now Kunakuma is just going to be so obliterated, just converged onto her completely. Vibe here on this side, but Recon finds the kill at the last second, but Alsby again, but instantly traded once again, as the trades are going completely in the favor of Zooting Nukes, doing exactly what you said, Blue, playing together, and they win the round.
Yeah, I mean, Zooting Nukes, if the team play is working, I mean, look at Zooter going 23-17, Nuclear going 20-12 there. I mean, these guys just playing extremely well. By the way, everyone is positive on the team except for Tiberson playing an entry duelist. I mean, that's totally fine, though. It doesn't matter. As long as you're getting impact kills, that's all that matters. But look at the side of Zooting Nukes. I mean, they're all winning their ones. Even their prospect player, by the way, has 14 assists. 5 right now, playing an extremely, extremely well game. And I would say overperforming right now, right?
I mean, 14 assists is doing what's right, but Rizzo, has a phantom moment on Recon, and that's not going to bode well for his confidence, knowing that phantom just does it well. But Raven on the kill, onto Tiberson, on this flank. Nuclear is going to be here quickly, but so is Zooter on the backside. The backstab again. This is a complete crunch. This is a complete fight. Kunakuma finds the kill on the Zooter, but the Annihilation is going to stop Tourniquet from getting help. Alsby has been savior so far to grab that again. But these 5 players left in this lobby are all fighting. Kunakuma wants to run away, but Recon says absolutely not. Zooting Nukes take it 13-8 to tie the series up.
Zooting Nukes there, able to come back and able to win their map by not being their strongest, but able to come back and win it. I love to see that from Zooting Nukes. Zooter there on top for that game instead of Saw going 25-18-12, and Raven there, the team MVP for Snake Bucket going 20-17. I mean, a really great game from both teams, and I mean, I'm really excited to go into map 3. So, I mean, we'll be back here with map 3 for you guys here in just a couple minutes.
welcome back, MOX Nation. Back here with map number 3 here of the MOX Bowl lower finals to determine who's going to walk away with $50 to their name. I'm Omni and going to be joined here with a new caster because Flu had to leave and do some important stuff with friends. I'm joined here by the host of the tournament, Jory himself. What's going on, Jory?
How's it going? How's it going? I came to rig the whole thing. You know, it's our money, our decision, our rules type shit. You know how it is.
All right. But obviously, we're going to be going into the map of Corrode as we get into the agent select with no more delay. Obviously, we still have the 2 subs of Rizzo and Kunakuma who are going to be subbing in for the entirety of the series, having 2 subs. But right now, it's currently a tied scoreline, tied series 1-1, as Haven went in favor of Snake Bucket off the back of, from the side of Sog dropping 33 frags and Rizzo as well dropping in the 20s, somewhere around there. But now map number 2 went in favor of Bond with Zooter deciding to play the Clove and just absolutely pop off as well. But we also have coaches as well. Sog, who played in the first map, is going to be in a coach slot for the side of Snake Bucket, as well as Brimmy with the Hemi is going to be in the coach slot for the side of Zooting Nukes. So Jory, how are you feeling about this matchup for map number 3?
Honestly, I am going to have to put it in favor of Zooting Nukes. I feel like the coach outweighs the coach on Snake Bucket personally. I know Sog's a great player, but I don't know much about his coaching skills, and I am going to assume he's good, but he's not Brimmy with the Hemi. That's a personal favorite of mine, and I think that coaching is going to set them up to go 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, Brimmy with the Hemi, a really good player, good coach. He had his moments in the season. Sog as well. I mean, none of these players I've really seen coach very often, but on the side of just pure firepower, you always got to look at Zooting Nukes because you have 3 mythic players, a expert player, and apprentice player basically on their team, and just disguised as 1 mythic, 2 expert, 1 apprentice, and 1 prospect. But still, I mean, that didn't deny Snake Bucket from getting the first map in their favor. But here, going into the pistol round, Jory, who do you think is going to win this out?
I mean, I've been getting into Neon a lot, partially because of Zooter throughout this tournament. He's inspired me. I love attacking with Neon, and I think Neon is really good on this map, if not Neon's best map. Could you agree?
One of Neon's best map, yeah, because of that relay bolt you can use. It takes so much space with it, with how many corners you have to clear on this map.
100%. And honestly, with the firepower, with this being an attack-sided map, at least I believe so, I'm always going to favor the attack side on Corrode.
Yeah, indeed. As we are going to have just a little quick tech pause as Vibe did not connect into the game properly, so he will be restarting real quick and then coming back here in momentarily. But Corrode, obviously the last time Zooting Nukes played Corrode, they lost to Divine Order in, kind of upsetting fashion. They lost because, that Rain of Pig coming out of Kira was just so unexpected, and it just turned into a bloodbath with so many different picks. I mean, this is a completely different comp that Zooting Nukes is playing, because I think Zooter was on the Waylay in the first time. Now he's back on the Neon, his comfort agent, the agent that he played the most during this tournament. And I think Zooters are going to be just difficult to beat.
I think we got some cats raining in today. I didn't know that we were gonna have a chance of cats. A bunch of meows coming through.
Cloudy with a chance of meatballs is like what I said. But obviously, coming here into this game, Zooting Nukes, I was thinking it was going to be 2-0 already for Zooting Nukes. They've kind of just been, I mean, really their whole strategy really has been run it down their throats and just be aggressive. And that's exactly what they've been doing. And it's been, that second map of Bind really showcased that, and that kind of went in their favor.
Am I crazy or... I'm sorry, I'm trying to find a way to turn down the voice chat.
Go to audio and turn off party voice chat. Voice chat, turn off party voice chat, because they can be loud.
Yeah, there's no scoreboard for me to turn them down. Okay, I did not hear anything you just said.
Understandable. I mean, I was just saying how Zooting Nukes, I mean, me and Flu's prediction was either a 3-0 or a 3-1, and we definitely didn't think Zooting Nukes were going to lose the first map, because Haven is one of their best maps, and they lost 13-10 on it. and now it's 1-1. I mean, granted, they had 4 subs. They had Sog drop 33, Rizzo dropping 20 plus as well. So maybe you can take that into consideration. But nobody, I wasn't expecting Zooting Nukes to be tied up at all. I was expecting this to be 2-0 right now. But you know, what do you think about this?
I mean, I've seen Sog. I've seen him play with Snake Bucket. I feel like if they had Sog on the team, I mean, any team that has Sog is probably gonna have a really good time. But I, when I saw the request for almost a whole team of subs to go through, I mean, my jaw hit the floor. I was like, "Are we kidding?" And I'm just glad that they're able to get the like most of their roster to play at least all 5 games. If it goes to 5, do I want it to go to 5? Yeah, well, I want to have some time to myself too, you know.
Yeah, I mean, having a 5 mapper would definitely be interesting to see, especially for the lower finals for $50. I mean, obviously, tomorrow will be the real matchup between Edgers and Divine Order for that #1 spot and the winner of the first inaugural MOX Bowl tournament. That will be excited to see tomorrow. As you still haven't told me the time, but we'll get to that.
Oh, I believe. Oh, I thought I did. I didn't send out that ping. My apologies.
Of
Um,
course,
yeah,
that's my boss,
We're
by the
looking.
way.
We're looking for 7 EST, same time as today. Just kind of keeping it the same. We got a big day planned for tomorrow. I'm excited.
I am excited as well. As for once, I will not be needed to cast at Best of Five because we got the next 2 best casters here in Jace and Flu for tomorrow. I'm excited to watch that and be a spectacle of that. Maybe I'll take our lovely observer's job here, two-way job to observe for once. But you
I
never
mean,
know because two-way has been easily our MVP. He's been there every single time. Got to give a shout out to two-way because I don't give him enough love on the stream. Also, J Dog,
100%.
who has produced every single game so far as well, despite him being tired, despite him not wanting to do it, he still shows up and gives us some great producing. So obviously, we just got to give a shout out to our media team because we put in a lot of work to make sure these games are streamed for you guys and for your entertainment here. So just got to give a quick shout out to them. As well as I haven't shout out the fundraiser yet. I'm doing a terrible job. The Cancer Research Foundation. Make sure you guys check that out. It's probably been linked already in the chat, or you can scan a QR code that was shown earlier in the stream. Check that out as well. Any amount of money will help towards the cause for research of the cancer treatments and all that stuff. So make sure you check that out as well. Now that I've gotten all my shout outs out of the way. But one more shout out, obviously, got to give it to everybody here at Mox Bowl, including Jory, Lee, J Dog, everybody who's helped run it, Hazard, Combax, everybody who's been able to take part in hosting this tournament. It's been such a great experience to be able to cast this as well as play in a couple of games as well. So thank you, Jory, for hosting such a lovely event.
Of course, of course. And honestly, the biggest shout out goes to the players themselves. Obviously, we would not be here if we didn't have the 29 teams that decide to compete for the money. And honestly, it's super exciting and it's heartwarming to get all the good feedback. You know, everyone thanking me for the tournament, saying it's been a blast. I'm a bit of an overthinker, so like I'm constantly saying like, "Oh, this is what could go wrong. This is going wrong. Like this is like crazy." And just having it run as smoothly as it has, it's very nice to hear, very nice to host, and I can't wait to do more in the future.
Indeed, I would be looking forward to helping out with the media side for the next iteration of the Mox Bowl. Obviously, hopefully, later down the road, we'll have uh, different players, different teams, different comps, a different meta, even, and going into the next iteration of it. Obviously, it probably won't happen until later down the road, but I'll look forward to it. But as we are still in this tech pause, some players are still trying to reconnect, make sure they are good to go before we get the R's from the players. Obviously, Nuclear, I'm pretty sure, was the one who DC'd as well. Waiting for him to get back into it. So hopefully this won't take too much longer. As we know, we still got, still confirmed 2 more maps before we decide a winner for that 3rd-place spot between Snake Bucket and Zooting Nukes. Obviously, the shocker. I didn't think Zooting Nukes were going to be here in the lower finals. I thought they were going to be in the upper finals, uh, going into that chance to win the first or second place prize. But we're here after they had a crushing loss to Divine Order.
Yeah, I had them winning the whole thing personally in my prediction, and it's just unfortunate that that lower half, Zooting Nukes, was gonna have to go through hell basically to reach heaven. It was tough team after tough team. Los Ratones, the Divine Order, Freelo, like Freelo went in as the underdogs and they still found a way to take a map. I mean, when you have the top team of course, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. It's just kind of textbook at this moment where like the best team. You're not the 2015 Warriors, okay? You're not going to be sweeping the whole tournament. You're going to have some mishaps, and especially in a game like Valorant where you can have an off game, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, indeed. As we are seeing, Nuclear is going to be reconnected into the game. Hopefully, very, very soon. We will be getting the R's. We will not be sending it to intermission just yet, in case they are ready to go. But obviously, with the side of Zooting Nukes versus Snake Bucket's also had kind of an underdog run a little bit. Obviously, Raven being their mythic player has really been showing out on numerous different roles and being able to be a solid player. Turdican, who's been their IGL, has been giving so many great ideas to the team. As I was able to play with this team for one game, obviously Raven kind of just took over and dropped 28, so I didn't really need to do much. But still, a underdog run from this team that you would think like, oh, they're not on paper. It's kind of a underdog team. I don't really see much about them because you don't really know much about these players like Raven. Yes, he is a current mythic champion. Alsby, who was RFA, Turdican. Unsure what team he played on as well, but they had one random chair who was their prospect player for PN, as well as yeah, that's it. But their other Castorice, their other expert player who played on Thermals for a while, formerly known as Lane. I think it's Lane, and I could be wrong about that, but still, this think about it on paper. I didn't have them going very far. I had them coming out of groups, but I thought they were going to get first rounded, and now they're here.
Perfect. And then I'm gonna turn the match timer off as we see both R's from both teams. Honestly, and I want to take it back real quick to what you just said with the predictions. We in our group stage reveal, I remember talking with both you and Blue about how Group C's kind of the weakest group that we are.
I have to cut you off real quick because the action is breakneck speed already. Tiverson in 5 finds the 2. Turdican's going to find the kill as well. Now it's going to be under a lot of pressure from Raven and Rizzo. Raven's going to find the kill. Rizzo on the backstab as well. He's going to find that kill. Now the gate crash is going to be used to try to cause some sort of pressure, but Raven swings into 2 players. But Rizzo again swinging into 2 players as well. Now down to Kunakuma here in a 1v2. Tiverson throwing that slow orb as well to stop Kunakuma from advancing on the position they're in right now. But this is the power of these 2 players. They are just doubled up, taking fights together and not giving a singular bit to Kunakuma. Yes, maybe a prospect player, maybe underranked, but still a dangerous force to be reckoned with. But as Kunakuma is looking back towards the elbow position, Nuclear on the backstab will get the pistol round in the favor of Zooting Nukes.
I mean, almost an unwinnable 1v2 there. The post plant was just played damn near perfect, and I don't even think a mythic player could have won that unless they're like Frag or something. I don't know. But I mean, a tough loss for the first round. Definitely not something to be worried about as we go into round 2. It's still anyone's game.
Yeah, I mean, finally the pistol round on the board for the side of Zooting Nukes. I'm pretty sure this is their 3rd pistol round on the board. 3rd or 2nd, one of the 2, because I know on the side, but I mean, as I ignored it, Zooter just ignoring the eye, just getting into the face of Alice, who was on fire in the last map. Now it's going to be Kunakuma under immense amounts of pressure here from this onslaught of the attackers. The relay ball coming in, just putting Kunakuma in the dirt, unable to do a damn thing as the bomb's going to come down. The B site now completely in favor as Vibe's going to swing with a Spectre, taking down Rizzo. Raven getting slowed up, now seized up at the same time. Turdican that's going to see one, gets a double dink onto Nuclear. Beautiful shots, and now has the Bucky in his hands. Might be able to find another one because they're not going to be aware of this possibility, but Zooter with the sliding away from the Bucky to get the kill onto Turdican.
I mean, it's just, if you have a Neon that knows how to run it down, not afraid to take any type of fight, that's one of the scariest things in Valorant. We all know I have the best aim in the league, and not even I could like handle something like that. Neon, Zooter, a great player, performing with a great agent to enter on. It's just a disaster waiting to happen for people holding their angles.
Yeah, but I mean, from the side of Turdican, who did force that Bucky into that round, is going to have the Sheriff only now. Now, playing that Waylay, wants to take this first fight aggression onto Zooter. He's going to see onto one. Misses the first shot, though, but Zooter wants to get into his face and get aggressive again. That is the power of the Neon. Just being able to get so fast into it. Now, Zooter popping that fast lane. He's going to get on the side of Paranoia as well. But Nuclear once again on the spot. Raven here now in this backside position is going to be under a lot of pressure. Rizzo's going to find the first onto 5 as well. But now Raven has to turn around quickly. It finds this first. Now he's going to pump out the classic, but can't find it. Now Rizzo finds the second kill as well. Now down to 1v2 here from Recon. Recon, we know how strong he is, especially in these clutch situations. But Rizzo, giving the respect that Recon deserves. It's going to double low with Kunakuma. Rizzo, who is so low as well. Recon, 58 HP. Well, now they're going to convert on his path, to convert on his spot. Rizzo's going to find the first, but Kunakuma with the trade, the instantaneous trade, finds the bonus, the anti-bonus round converted.
I mean, a smart and valiant effort from Recon. Gets the first pick. Unfortunate to not get the second pick. But they still ended that round with 4 rifles dropped, although one didn't even have a rifle, so that's still a perfect round for them, whether they lost or not.
Yeah, just a really, really good round from the side of Zooting Nukes. Now you're going into the first full buy of the round. Really, you have a lot to decipher here, a lot to wonder on this map, because this map, you're taking mid all the time. It's been so impactful. Rizzo now kind of giving away his position a little bit, but Nuclear finds the kill onto Raven. Now that's Flash was really good with 5 playing anti-flash. Now the resurrection comes in, making it still a 5v3. And now Zooter wants to go into the B side. Kunakuma has all the pressure in the world. Now that tripwire is going to be tagged. Another tripwire again. Oh, but Kunakuma giving away her position, and Zooter finds the kill here in a 2v5. I mean, you came in here scrapped for buys, and I think he's just going to have to be, the call's going to have to be made to save here. Really not really any chance you're going to be able to come back into this.
Yeah, I mean, that's 2 rounds now that we've seen with a push down mid, just perfectly executed. One was managed to be killed down mid, but that Sage ult just negated everything. 5v3 turned into a 5v2. It's just an unfortunate round, and they're going to have to start making some plans for mid.
Yeah, but now Zooter is going to find 3 as going to get the second kill, and now no rifle saved coming into it.
Go, go, go.
As now, I mean, I'm also getting other things as well, but a timeout is going to be called. Jory, why don't you break down the round?
I mean, just like I said, the push down mid, Rizzo, unfortunate, couldn't get the spray transfer, but he did get one. Just like I said again, negated by the Sage res. All that effort put for nothing, and without having that extra body holding from top mid, although I'm pretty sure that they had one. Correct me if I'm wrong, sorry. But the push down mid is so hard to stop with a Neon just barreling down. I don't think anyone can stop him at the moment. They're going to have to start adjusting to focus. Maybe they attack mid more. At least that's what I like to do when I'm playing on Corrode. Just pushing out from mid, taking the fight to them, just hoping that they don't come down mid, because that part of the map is so crucial to control.
I mean, from the side of Corrode, yeah, I mean, you're saying it's so important to have this mid control, to be able to control it as much as possible, because it leaves so many avenues to give you, to go towards Link, to go towards that B Link as well, as they've done 2 rounds as well. The first time was on the anti-eco round, and then the second time was on that full buy as well. It's so difficult to have to stop the onslaught of this team, that all they do is just run it down. They don't know a default when they see it. They just say W key, that's all I know. And it works. 3-1 right now.
That's the best way to play the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, it really is. Now Rizzo, who has just a classic, say, oh, Bazooka has knife out. Now Rizzo has to get crashed away. And oh, you get a Bucky from that far. Finds the kill. Tourniquet has to back away, but can't find it. Nuclear finds another one. And again, the B site completely opened up. Owsley with just a frenzy in his hands. Kunakuma, just a sheriff in her name as well. Now from the side of Zooting Nukes, they're just going to press that W key and get down their throats. But oh, Kunakuma with a beautiful shot with the sheriff. Now it's going to hear that Nuclear stay with the flash. Recon finds the kill onto Owsley, but Nuclear playing around with Kunakuma a little bit. Kunakuma trying to see if they're going to give her a damn thing, but Nuclear finds the kill. And that's the 4th round on the board for the side of Zooting Nukes, taking control of this half.
Just like that, they proved that it's not just mid that they can take full control of. Whether it's a Bucky or not, that rifle disadvantage was not something that Zooter was afraid of. And it looks like B and mid is just their game, and they're having the control of the flow. It's looking like it's a hard thing to stop right now, and let's hope that the lead doesn't grow that much larger.
Yeah, hopefully not, because I mean, it'll be such an uphill climb going into your attack round. But now we go here into this round number 6. The rifles in the hands on the side of Snake Bucket. Turdican taking some pop shots on the Zooting Nukes. The relay bolt's going to come in as well. Zooter taking all this free real estate because there's not even a soul on the site anymore. That wall is going to come in as well. And it's all Turdican with that hinder as well. It's going to take the kill on the nuclear. Raven's going to pop from the shadow. Rizzo on the backside as well. It's going to fall to Zooter. But there's Raven here again, fighting 2. Now down to Tiberson in a 1v3. Tiberson in a pretty good spot, finds the first, but Kuma with the instantaneous trade again, getting the second round on the board for the side of Snake Bucket.
What a good retake. What looked like total control from Zooting Nukes, dismantled by Snake Bucket. Raven, it's pronounced Raven, right?
Yep, Raven.
Okay, perfect. Raven just getting that 2-piece, a beautiful round from him. And now timeout called from Zooting Nukes. Omni, let's say you're participating in this right now. Just one side just barreling down sight, taking full control. You're forced to retake. I mean, what kind of adjustments can you make for something like this?
In terms of like just a W key coming in from one side, you just have to hold space in the extremity. So like what I mean by that is on the B side, like what Turdican did, hold that elbow control so he makes the retakes just a little bit easier. It's fine to play the 5v5 because you're gonna have so much utility in order to stifle the post plant. But it's a matter of, can you hold that control? Because on the side of Zooting Nukes, they're so good at fighting things together. So sometimes it's going to be very difficult to hold that space when you don't want to get overwhelmed. But sometimes it's a risk you have to take to buy enough time for your teammates to rotate over.
Yeah, and as we get into the next round, 2-4 difference. The Zooting Nukes looking like a monster right now. Looking for that B hit again. They haven't had, the one time that they went A, they didn't have success. And now just sticking with the B. I personally am scared of ciphers on this map. I mean, I don't have a neon like Zooter on my ranked games, but just unstoppable it feels like at times.
Yeah, but Zooter's gonna fall to that first tripwire. But now again, the resurrection is online for the side of Tiberson. Kuma did a huge job to try to stall out as much as possible. But that resurrection online. Now the Nightfall is going to be used into that elbow position. But there comes Rizzo here on the backside. He's going to take down Zooter for a second time in the round. But Vibe here on the backside, flashed up from the decoy. Recon finds the kill on the Alice, but Nuclear's going to find the trade onto Rizzo here in a 2v3. Turdican here on the backside with the Guardian in his hands. Nuclear with a perfect one tap. And same with Tiberson with just 30 HP and finds the 5th round once again, hitting the B side.
Unlike the previous retake, they weren't able to do it. And just full control of Heaven. They're gonna need to stack more bodies on B, and it looks like they're planning just that. No mid control this time though, and no one on A at the moment.
I mean, that's the power of what Zooting Nukes has been doing. They'll full push one side of the map over and over again, make that and cause them doubt in the defense to try to like adjust. And that's what Zooting Nukes wants. And now they're going towards the A side, exactly where Kuma is again. Turdican who's gonna have, it's gonna get revealed by the haunt just barely. Zooter on that position as well. Oh, but Kuma on the backside again, the relay bolt again, not gonna find anything. As Kuma's gonna fall, Rabbit also falls, but Recon with a shorty from range finds the kill. Out again. It's gonna try to find kills or think through the wall onto 5, and a flawless round. This is the power of Zooting Nukes I was talking about. Just that conditioning that they're given to Snake Bucket.
I mean, with that, they have proven that no matter the site, no matter the position on the map, it is their map to control. I don't think there's any way to stop it right now. I mean, we're not seeing it from Snake Bucket. I don't think there's any team in the tournament that could stop something like this, even if they had that rematch against the Divine Order. The way they're playing right now, it would be their map to take.
Yes, this should do.
Yeah, I mean, if they're playing like this against Divine Order, we could be talking about a different team right now. But oh, what a perfect smoke, a perfect counterplay here. But Recon finds a trade. Turdican also on the trade on Divine. Now that wall's gonna come in and stop a push out coming out from Turdican. But that's gonna give him barely any avenues to work with though. But oh, Turdican in a perfect spot to deny that jump up. The Prowler as well. And a Siege as well as Raven's gonna TP across. Slow Orb also coming in, but the Prowler once again is under a lot of pressure. Raven taking a fight, but Recon wants it done. He's on 4. He needs one more for the ace. But Kunakuma, who's been so clutch in these 1vx situations, pops it from the shadows. And he takes out Kunakuma, completely dumpstering, making the play of the century to get the ace and the 7th round on the board for Zooting Nukes.
My jaw is on the floor right now. I mean, I thought that they had it under control. 2v4, 2v5, they made it look easy. And Recon just proving why he is one of the best players in VDC.
And there's a reason why I gave that man Prince of Death nickname. I mean, just look at that, what he just did right there. Breaking ankles, hitting headshots, and confirming a half win here for the side of Zooting Nukes. But again, Zooter wants to take this space, but now he's going to realize that there is going to be a spot there. But Turdican wants to take a swing, but he kind of refracts right into the waiting arms. Tiberson with the Grim Wall takes the space. Nuclear finds the trade onto Rizzo, and Zooter finds the kill onto Raven. As Owlsby, again, left in such an impossible position as Recon. Owlsby's going to take the fight onto 1, but Recon says, no, I'm not going to die today after getting an ace in the previous round, getting the 8th round on the board, and this could be a stomping. One that we didn't see the last 2 maps from this team. This is the team I wanted to see throughout this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, just total dominance on display. I was about to say that this may be the most flawless rounds I've ever seen in a match, and we're only 10 rounds in. I hope that there's some sort of comeback. That seems to be the theme with this tournament. Like, one team goes up 8-2, half swaps, and now we're seeing an even game. Do you think it's gonna go that route, Omni? Because I don't think so.
I simply don't think so, because from right now, from the form that Zooting Nuke is having and how aggressive they are from the side of Snake Bucket, taking their 2nd timeout, their last timeout of the game here. I mean, you just gotta wonder, how can you shut down the aggression? Because now that Zooter's on that Neon, he's not on the Clove anymore. He could take so much space. These are the natural roles that these players play. Tiberson on the Senti. Yeah, granted he plays Cypher or Vice, and instead he's playing the Sage. Vibe on his comfort role of Initiator. Nuclear being that flex. Recon being on Controller, and Zooter being on the main duelist. I mean, I just don't see a world where if they don't get 4 here, if they don't win these 2 rounds here, I just don't see him winning this map.
I mean, each round that they win, the gap just grows larger. The hole is deeper. It's going to be something that's hard to climb out of.
Indeed. As now Zooter once again, he's just pressing that W key straight into mid. The paranoia is going to be used though to stall them out just a little bit. Zooter's going to have to deny them a little bit. The conversion path also used to try to stop them from going forward. But that does not matter to them. It doesn't care. They don't care at all. They still want to press forward. But now the fake has been called. They realize that these players are going to over-rotate. And that's exactly what's going to happen. They want to go back towards A. Here's the power we were talking about, the conditioning. The conditioning has been going on for this entire series. Just straight going back and forth. Now both tripwires broken. The From the Shadows is going to be used here for the side of Raven, but it's going to be canceled because Zooter was on it. The paranoia is going to be used. Turdican is going to be blinded up. Nuclear clearing an angle as well. Tap with the rifle. Can't find the kill on the Kunakuma. Was left down barely in HP. And now the Zooter popping the overdrive, but not going to find anything. But Nuclear finds it instead. And 5 on the backstab finds the kill in the 9th round on the board for the side of Zooting Nukes. And I just think this might be the nail in the coffin for this map.
I'm going to have to take a look at Brimmy's coach book. Like, I need to see the type of plays that he has.
He's got something up his sleeve. He's doing something right.
Just a masterclass perfect game being played right now from Zooting Nukes. It's looking unstoppable. I can't glaze them enough, honestly.
Bring them down.
Yeah, I mean, just shocking that this team is not in the grand finals right now. But from the side of Rizzo, blinds up Recon, but Zooter is there, supplying the support. But this flank coming up on the side. Turdican, who is hindered up by his own hinder as well. Nuclear taking the fight, but Turdican finds that kill anyway. This is the aggression you gotta fight into it. Owlsby, who was so strong in the last map, not finding any value again this time. Denied once more. Now the Sage Ball is gonna come in to deny that flank coming in, because now look at how much space Recon has and look at how much space they're taking. This is the team that's just so dangerous because of how proactive they are. They have all of mid control, while it's Vibe is gonna have to try to slow them down a little bit. But look at the rewrap from Tiberson. Tiberson is gonna find that resurrection, but Casey Vibe finds the kill. Now down to Rabbit here to 1v3, not happening. Vibe says, "I'll do it my damn self," and a 10-2 half for Zooting Nukes.
Switching sides.
That is an insane half to watch. 8-round difference. I've only seen a few of these matches come back from such a large gap. Do you think that they're going to change up the tempo, or is the map still theirs to control even if they're on defense?
From the last 2 maps we've seen from the side of Zooting Nukes, they don't care. They will still W key even on defense because they just know they are mechanically better than these players right now, and they're showing it right now. So ultimately, if you decide to snake bucket, if you want to control the tempo on the attack side, let them push into you. Let them walk into your crosshair and just pray that you are better in that instance, because right now that's really all you can hope for. But going into this round here, Tiberson has the Sage Ball in his possession. He's going to use it now, but he's going to get scanned by the eye. Now he has to back away from the position. Turdican wants to take the space. He's going to can't find the shots on the Nuclear. Down so low, but can't get the Sage Shield. If he can get into position, he can. But Tiberson's gonna get on the fight. Recon finds the kill at the Rabbit, finds the trade. But Zooter again. Now Rabbit has it all to do. And there's just looking left, right, left, right. The knife is out. The knife is around. One more knife hit from Recon. Gets the knife and the pistol round on the board. And it's just 2 rounds away from going into Lotus up 2-1.
I mean, I have major props to Raffin for pulling out the knife there as well. Just duking it out in a round that was clearly lost. Honestly, probably the most crucial round of the map. I don't think with the gun advantage now, they want to go down 2-12, because that's just gonna seal the deal, and it may have already been sealed.
Yeah, they have to force into it. 5 stingers, but you can get away on the attack side very easily with 5 stingers. Now Tiberson is going to use this Sage Wall to his advantage, but Turdican not wanting to make the same mistake he did last time, not selling the shots. But Nuclear down to just so little HP. Zooter finds the kill on the Turdican with that Judge as well, the Paranoia as well. Kunakuma getting a little bit of shots here, but now look at Rizzo, who's already on the site, but there's nothing they can do. It's so impressive with how much better they're fighting together. Nothing is going Snake Bucket's way.
And only one person dying that round. They're going to go into the possibly last round of the map with even playing fields. I'm seeing a Stinger Rush about to happen. I mean, do you think that this may be the momentum they need with that Stinger Rush?
I don't know, honestly. I mean, they failed the Stinger Rush last time. Maybe they can do it a second time and try to get some sort of momentum going into the next map. But honestly, even if they win, they have to go on such a crazy run. But here comes Turdican again on that fast dash. Will find the kill now, but once again they've been here before. They got the first blood in the last round, but there's Recon once again finding the kill, this time onto Kunakuma. But he's gonna find the peek onto Rizzo and Owlsby. Recon being the man himself. 4 on the round. He wants this ace so badly to give him a second ace on the map. And the Prince of Death, ladies and gentlemen, has awakened to give them 13-2 in dominant fashion as they go up 2-1.
What an insane game. 21-11, 10 of those kills coming from 2 rounds alone.
J-Dog got a refund. J-Dog got a refund.
What a
You got
beautiful match, although it was a huge gap in round difference. 2-13. Snake Bucket needs to just take a breather, needs to just get their heads back in the game because they don't want to go into the next one being tilted. I certainly know I would be a little bit flustered if I went down 2-13 in the third map.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that can be in the back of your mind. You just got absolutely rolled. You didn't win a single round after round 6. So now we go here. We're going to go into intermission here. We will be right back after this for possibly the last map of the lower finals. Don't go anywhere. After what seemed like was going to be a possibly upset, we are here. We are live with map number 4, 2-1 for Zooting Nukes after Recon decided that he wanted to channel the nickname that I gave him, the Prince of Death, getting 2 aces in that game, deciding to turn up. We are now here on the map of Lotus with the side of Zooting Nukes up 2-1. It is do or die for Snake Bucket, but they just got destroyed 13-2. Jory, can they come back from this?
I mean, after a game, the only way to describe what we just witnessed was belt to ass. That's the only way I could describe that. And looking at the agent select, Raven choosing every agent, putting the team on his back, I guess. With the momentum, I think we're gonna see another onslaught. Like, I don't see this going in Snake Bucket's favor at all. I hope they prove me wrong, of course, but I know my mental would be shattered after the game we just witnessed. I don't know about you, but I know a few other people who could say the same. I only hope that these guys, their mindsets in the game, they want to win the $50, of course. So I'm hoping this goes to a game 5.
Yeah, so do I. I want a 5-map banger. Whenever I cast, I always want it to be the best map possible so I can give the viewers what they want and give as maximum energy for this game, despite even if I lose my voice, which is done multiple times in the past best of 5s I've done. And this is going to be no different. If we go to a best of 5, I will guarantee that my voice will be gone afterwards. But we are here. The agent select are in. Rizzo's going to be on the ISO. Tunakuma is going to be on that KJ as well, with Rabbit on the Rays. Owsby, he's been playing that Fade the entire time. Besides the first map where he was on the Sova, and Turdican on the Omen, with Tiberson on the Vice. Vibe opting into the Waylay instead of the Scan Initiator this time, and now Zooter on that trusty Neon. You know, he's been so dominant on that agent. And then also from the side, we have Recon on that Omen, the same character who he just got 2 aces in, and then Nuclear on the Fade. So now we go into this pistol round here. Lotus. It's so hard to defend this map, but from the side of Zooting Nukes, my guess is they're going to go 5 rounds in a row before they decide to go C. That is my prediction right here.
Interesting prediction. I just want to point out, personal opinion as well, I'm not a fan of Waylay as an agent. I know we've been seeing Waylay played in VCT quite a bit, but after the map we just saw, I just have no trust in anyone playing Waylay. It's just a hard agent to like adjust to a game, you know?
Yeah, indeed. But again, here's that fast A-take again from the side. Nuka's gonna pop that eye. Raven can't settle the shots until last second. But now Rizzo here with that double tap coming up on the side. Finds the kill onto Recon and on the kill onto Vibe. Tiberson left alone. As now he's gonna hear one, but he also heard Turdican close. A double team coming with the classic just sits him down. And now he's going to fight onto Kunakuma, who says no. Denied. Shut down. And the pistol round goes in favor of Snake Bucket.
And we're going to see this a lot. The Vise is just going to be playing a lot of B. Just, you know, doing that lurking stuff. Especially Tiberson. Being on the franchise with Tiberson, playing games with him, watching games that he's in. He really loves his lurking, and if I was Snake Bucket, I hope that I had put the film in, understanding the type of player to be is, because that's going to be a crucial thing to take control of during this map.
They said they were going to go A5, 6 rounds in a row. They're immediately going towards the C side, putting me to shame, completely denying me. Zooter is going to run in, who's going to be everything. Stunned up. But now from the side of Kunakuma, doing God's work on the side as the side anchor. The Stinger Rush not going in favor already, but Vibe finds the kill onto Rizzo. Rabbit is going to be here close. That Satchel's going to get onto Vibe, who just gets knocked right into Owsby and finds the kill. But now down to 1v2. Turdican, who is so deathly low as well, the spike in his hands as well. Now Turdican with a crazy TP play, and Nuclear, not the wiser, gets outplayed, and the Stinger Rush does not go in favor from the side of Zooting Nukes.
Maybe the nerves were too high, but that Omen TP just sound cue missed completely, and a Stinger Rush that was unable to be completed, and that's 3 Stinger Rushes now on the night, that just no turnaround.
Yeah, I mean that last map, 2 Stinger rushes coming out of Snake Bucket just did not go their way. But again, the Stingers are out once again. Maybe they can break this cycle. The fast lane is going to be used to try to fake a little bit of aggression, fake a little bit of noise towards A, and they're going to want to go towards B. That's now Turdikin trying to take some shots with the Guardian, but now has to reload, but Vibe takes the time. But Turdikin, faster on the draw, faster on the shot. Konakuma takes down Zooter as well, but Nuclear finds the trade as well. But Rizzo, who's already fast on the line and just hit on the spike instantly. They know exactly where Nuclear is at. Not a thing he can do. And once again, the Stinger Rush does not pan out.
That's 4 Stinger rushes now that have failed. I think that gun might be cursed for this series happening right now. And retake completely in the favor of Snake Bucket. A good fake by Zooter, and they just weren't able to capitalize off of it. Down 3-0 now. Do you think that Zooting Nukes is just gonna let that slide, or are they gonna get comfortable with that performance they had last map?
You can't get comfortable in terms of any performance from the last map. You have to be able to just go into the next map and have that same mentality where you're just simply better. Right now, that's what they're trying to do. They're going to wait out the utility here in A Rubble and look to possibly re-clear it. Zooter going to spearhead this charge. He's going to sit into the smoke, but now the doubt is starting to creep in a little bit. But here comes that arc growth here as well. Ryman, he's going to allow pressure. He's going to pressure, but finds 3 with the Guardian. He wants to swing for more, but can't find it on the Timberson. Nuclear can find the kill here close by, but Owlsby's going to find the kill. He did not win out on the kill contract. Rizzo did not win out on it, but Timberson here so low. Has to try to see if he can settle the shot. Jiggle, finding the kills, but nothing goes in his favor. Turnican with the right click of the classic finds the 4th round on the board, and Raven, kiss your lucky stars for getting 3 on the round there.
I wish I had that type of luck. That's all I can say. A beautiful 3-piece from Raven there, just getting the collat after the first kill. I was hoping we could see an ace from them, but they ended up getting the round anyways, so they're more than happy for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But now we're back here with the low buy again. 3 Stingers, 2 Sheriffs, and already a disastrous start from the side of Zooting Nukes. The undercut's going to be used to try to just completely stall them out, knowing that now the abilities are turned off if you get hit by that. But the A Rebel take is now completely in the favor of the attacks. They have that control now because they realize they don't want to force the fight anymore. They want to let them come to them again. Owlsby sitting in this drop position. He's going to wait for this possibility if they swing out the smoke. That's going to be Vibe taking the space. But Turdikin again on the kill on the Zooter. Raven with the Outlaw finds the kill on the Timberson as well. There's bombs here, but Rizzo here on the backside control. Turdikin finds the kill. Now Rizzo once again, but Raven's the one who finds the kill instead. Now Recon finds 2 quick kills with the Sheriff, but the paint shells do the job. 5 rounds in a row for the side of Snake Bucket.
I mean, all I had to ask, are we watching the same team from last map?
No, you're not.
It's completely day and night right now from this team, and a map that's also heavily attack sided. They have yet to win a single round.
I mean, now you have 2 big ultimates from the side of Snake Bucket, that Convergence Path and the Nightfall as well. Can definitely be used to get onto the site and hold it as much as possible. But now they realize they have to give up on the A side because it's just impossible to take it currently in their form. But Raven with the operator in his hand, he can't settle the shots on to Zooter. Too fast, too quick with the movement. But the showstopper's going to be used as Vibe just walks straight into his demise. But Zooter finds the trade because he was stunned up. Now the C side is going to be opened up. He's going to use those nanostorms to stall them out from the right side. But now Zooter picks up the operator as well. The paranoia is going to be used as well. Turdikin wants to take this space, take it fast. But oh, there's Rizzo. Sees the shoulder on the side of Nuclear. A little dink through the wall. Turdikin here on the spray. But Recon now so low. Owlsby finds the kill on the Timberson with the operator as well as the overdrive's going to be kicked in. 3 on the round. Now down to Rizzo here. The 1v2. But the overdrive just too much, too hard. And they finally find the first round on the board.
Even with the use of a Neon ult, it looked pretty rough during that round. They scratched by getting that first round win. And let's just hope that that was enough to gain some momentum, start sweating it on their side. Because I don't know. This is a tough one to watch right now.
Yeah, but I think they saw an opening that they want to go towards the C side again. They saw something that the defense were giving them, and they want to exploit it. They're going to do the exact same thing here, but Raven has an operator once again. The eye is going to clear out Mound, as now it's going to be Kunakuma all alone on the C side. The Nightfall is going to be used, but now Kunakuma has to get off the site. There's not a chance in the world that she can hold it. But Zooter wants to take more space, and decides no. Kunakuma, who is all hindered up, and the bullets flying forward and straight to her dome. As now, that's going to be the convergence path. Tourniquet is going to get out of it too. Now, they take this waterfall position as much as possible. Paranoia is going to be used though, as Raven wants to take this control once again. But they're not turning behind him. Raven has so much control, has him penciled in, but it does not matter for the sound of Recon. Recon finds the first, but cannot get the kill onto Owlsby. Nuclear, down, so low. 20 HP plus light armor. 45 HP in total. Sees the gun barrel of Owlsby. So now you might have a timing. He's gonna trigger discipline and wait for it, but Owlsby, quicker, no! Nuclear says, not today! You had your time, it is my time to come alive, winning the 1v2.
Yeah, and yet another round that they just go C and they scrape by. A good round to win, especially with Nuclear being down to 1 HP. Just perfect trigger control. And this may be the momentum that they've been wishing for all game, as they're going back C.
Yeah, but they realize that from the side of Snake Bucket, they're making the adaptation real quick, not wanting to give up that C side, but Zooter's going to use that fast lane again to try to cause some doubt in the minds of the defenders. But the one way is going to instantly deter them away. Yeah, the alarm bells are ringing. They realize that so fast, and that is the detriment to the side of the defenders. Putting that one way in, realizing that they were going to attack it. Now they realize Kunakuma is here all alone. As now stunned up, not a thing they can do. The Nanostone can try to stall them as much as possible, but Kunakuma is going to find a kill right there. Oh, the TP for Recon almost gets punished, but Nuclear finds the kill as well. Same with the Recon, running and gunning here. The Nightfall came in as well. Now he's going to try to TP away, but Raven is going to be under so much pressure here again. As he knows they're all here, he knows where they're at from those lines, but not able to do anything. Rizzo is going to be close by, but Raven's going to find a kill onto Nuclear. Now, I'm not sure if they know he's here, but now that satchel on top, Recon, just that much faster. But the double tap was also heard. They know exactly where he's at now. And now that's the third round on the board. The game plan, find Kunakuma, find her site, and abuse it to hell.
And a perfect play to just go A after that one way. The perfect call that a trap was possibly set. Leaving KJ alone, questionable clear by the Waylay, but they get the trade and they take the round.
Indeed, indeed. Now we go here. The momentum starting to falter just a little bit for Snake Bucket. Zooting Nukes Snake Bucket needs to find a way to claw back into their favor, but again, they want to go back towards that A side, but again, one piece of utility was in their hands and they immediately run to C. Not even a second doubt that could have been fake. A fake pressure. The paranoia is going to be used to stall them out. The Recon on the side as well. Zooter getting kind of penciled in a little bit, but finds the safe haven as Tourniquet used the refract to get away. But they want to flood onto the side, but Nuclear's there, but so is everybody else. As Raven and Kunakuma finds those kills. The Fuse is trying to come in. Kunakuma takes the swing. And now KC5 has it all to do. Is going to find nobody. Raven, the savior, comes in, denying the round, and for once the Stinger Rush works in the favor of Snake Bucket.
Yeah, and for thinking they had all the momentum in the world, just completely shut out by Snake Buckets. I think they might have been getting a little bit of ego there, saying, let's attack the prospect player. They're on Sentinel, so the side should be easy to take. But you're left with 4 people coming in to retake to help out said prospect player, and just total control for that. Unable for Zooting Nukes to get the win.
Yeah, just unable to, but now once again, here comes that A-Rubble fight again. Raven taking the space, but again, look at Zooting Nukes. They realize all that pressure, all those utility. They decide, you know what? KJ's on C. Let's go over there again. But now Tourniquet is going to be close by here once again. Now that's going to be a lot of utility. This time they swing out the smoke, punishing Zooter, shutting him down before he can get loose. Rizzo finds the lurk kill onto Recon as well. Tourniquet is going to refract away and get back into Mount. Nuclear, who has that rifle in his hands. He's going to try to see if he can find anything, but the kill contract's going to be used here from Rizzo. He's going to try to see if he can find the kill right onto Nuclear, but the last time he had this fight, he lost, and he loses it once again. Now, KC5 finds the kill, but here comes Steel Guardian as well. Tiverson finds the kill. Konakuma left in a 1v2, but has a classic now, only to their name. Cannot pull out the rifle just yet. The eye is going to be used, but Nuclear is going to jiggle and win the fight, getting 3 on the round, coming alive and winning on the kill contract, getting the 4th round on the board for the side of Zooting Nukes.
And with that, the ISO ult hoping to make some big difference in the round. Rizzo unable to get that kill. That may have very well lost that round there because they were just down a man on the retake, and it left Nuclear. Wait, no, sorry.
They left Snake Bucket in a horrible spot, losing out on the kill contract. I know what you're meaning, Jory. It's all good. But now the undercut's going to be used again as that eye is going to come in and scan onto Raven somehow. As now they realize, okay, they want to take the A side, but the showstopper says no. Owlsy finds the trade here on the Zooter. Now they want to back away and give up the space. They're up 4v3 here. Recon taking some space here, taking some liberty here now that he is the one that has the movement. The Prowler's going to be in. Look at Nuclear. Look at how aggressive he's being right now. Taking this breakable position here. Konakuma, who is close by, but they heard the step, heard the jump. But Turdican tries to take the swing, but Nuclear says, no, I deny that. Now, Recon, with the paranoia in his hands, wants to send it straight to heaven to possibly cause some alarm bells. But Owlsy is going to be under a lot of pressure. Nuclear is going to take the double swing and shut him down. Now here in a 2v3, they are bringing this round back from the depth of despair. Recon can't settle the shots onto Raven, but Nuclear, once again, Nuclear! Coming alive again and saving the round for Zooting Nukes to get 4 on the rounds going into the last round of the half.
You can definitely say that he is going Nuclear right now because he is saving their game, helping them out, possibly to win the whole series. For what looked like total domination being 5-0 at first, turned into a 5-6, and if they get this, it's an even playing field at the half.
Yeah, Nuclear 16-8. He was quiet this entire series. He was willing to play backseat to Zooter in the first 2 maps and Recon in the second, or in the third. And now he's here, 16-8, taking over on the fade. Not even on the duelist that he's been playing, but Zooter with a perfect shot onto Rizzo. Turdican finds the kill with that Guardian. But oh, they're not clearing Owlsy whatsoever. And now Owlsy can't do much, but Konakuma with 2 with the Spectre. Oh, 5 saw the gun barrel of Turdican. They're picking it out knowing that he was there, but now the front of the shadows is used to reposition and look to cause some doubt into Vibe's mind. Vibe, who was so good on that prospect team for KC, trying to do the impossible once again to make this a 6-5 half, or it's going to be the same thing as the first map. First map was 7-5, but Vibe being so diligent, being so patient, being so low on HP, wants to clear out the corners and see if they're going to give him anything. But right now from the side of Snake Bucket, Raven and Turdican are not going to do that. They're going to play together as much as possible and look to stay tradable, stay in a position where they can win out the trades. Because right now, if Vibe does not find a spot, find an opening, this could be disastrous. But still, look at the read coming in here from Snake Bucket. They're already reading that he's going towards C because Vibe is making so much, like so little time. He's taking so long to go towards C because he's so paranoid that they could be anywhere. Now that's going to be a confirmation that he's going to be here.
10 seconds
He's going to plant towards CT and look to fight towards CT, but now they're already here so fast on the angle. The paint shots is going to come in here as well as the smoke. And now Vibe is just going to have little to no time. The tap comes in and Raven is so aware of this possibility. Vibe has to make the noise and Raven on the angle already. 7-5. It could have been a lot worse though.
Yeah, and if I'm Zooting Nukes, I'm going into this half well prepared to win the whole game because they turned it around really just like that with the snap of a finger. They caught the momentum, they caught the wind, and now they just gotta hope that they can continue going downhill just to hit the finish line. And we're just gonna have to see what kind of pressure they put on defense.
I mean, obviously from the side of Zooting Nukes, they are going to mirror exactly what the side of Snake Bucket decided to do on their defense side. Take that A rebel control and just play retake on the rest of the map. But look at look at the lean towards that B side from the side of Snake Bucket. The call's probably already been made. Let's hit B. But if they're gonna hit B, I want them to push Waterfall or push one of the extremities and take that out. Pull a G2 and push Waterfall or push Heaven. But now the noise is already gonna be made from the side as Recon is gonna be under pressure. But that right click was elite as well. As now they're gonna have to call it cancel because everybody's here, but Rizzo does not care a slight bit. As now Zooter finds the kill onto Rizzo here in the 4v3. It's gonna be pistoled in. Zooter gonna find a kill again on the Turnican. Tiberson here, Nuclear here. They swing out. Owsley. The right clicks aren't settling. 3 on the round for Zooter in a pistol round, and 1 step closer to closing this series out 3-1.
And for my viewers in the chat, we are now at round 6, 7. You know how it is. An absolute brawl on B site. Just duking it out. That Viswell very well saved Recon, I want to point out. Getting that kill whilst blind. He was able to stay alive, and that led them to winning the whole thing.
Yeah, indeed. Now from the side of Snake Bucket, they're opting not to force into this round. A wise decision because the force have not been working for either team. But use that dash to get into rubble position as fast as possible. Now, from the side of the defenders, they are kind of wary of this, that they could re-clear. As now from the side, all the way from the side of Vibe, you're getting kind of curious. But he is going to refract by Nuclear again, continuing the form he had in the last half, finding 3. Now, Turdican, who is so low as well, but from the side of Nuclear, he wants it all. He wants the A's, he wants his eco frags, but the shots aren't settling. Oh, he pulls the knife out. Can't do it. A flawless anti-eco round.
An absolute heat check happening in lobby right there, and we are suddenly tied 7-7. They are looking like a completely different team on defense. And it's been an insane battle for the first 2 rounds. Just absolute cinema.
Yeah, I mean, already a tied scoreline, but now you have the rifles as well as a judge online for the side of Raven. When I play with them, he loved that gun very much because his entrance was so fast and so strong. Now they want to go towards this C-side Tiberson, who with that outlaw, he did get the shot onto Rizzo to break his shield, but does not matter anymore. Now he's going to use that undercut now to try to stop the Thorns, but not anything. Oh, but Raven wants to just go in, but Recon says no. And Recon was on the backside, so Tiberson finds the kill onto Rizzo with the outlaw. But now Nuclear again with the Bulldog. Kunakuma finds the kill onto the Recon, but here's Rizzo with an outlaw. Yes, finds the kill on the Kunakuma. Alsby, who is so hard to try to make this back into it. Zooter denies it instantly. And ladies and gentlemen, the lead has been taken by Zooting Nukes here.
First lead of the map. And if you press tab, neither team won their bonus round. An absolute crazy stat for the map. Momentum now shifting in Zooting Nuke's favor. How do you think Snake Bucket's going to result to this? Do you think that they're going to have to pull out a timeout?
I mean, they might have to get input on their coach, which is Sog right now, to see maybe if they can change up what they're doing, but they want to still try to go into it. The double TP into that trade in there. Zooter a little whiffy. Can't settle the shots, but Nuclear has his back. He has a backup ghost in his hand. But there again on this, just there with them. Nuclear right there holding his teammate's hand and denies the rubble fight. And that round ended in about 15 seconds.
And with Zooter missing half of his clip, deciding to hit the map instead, he still manages to get 3 kills up in rubble. Just beautiful execute. They are now changing the game, having it go their way, up 9-7. Snake Bucket has to hope to start making some changes on attack because they are on the brink of elimination from the tournament.
On the brink of losing out on that 3rd place prize of $50. But now Tiberson with this operator was not seen at all in that last round. Now is going to be aware of that. But Rizzo again is going to be with that double tap, but the Storms are going to be popped to deny them. They have to stop it. Rizzo just says, no, I don't care. I'm going to go past them anyway and get the double tap back online. But Tiberson gets one on the Algae with Raven, tries it out instantly. Now the bomb's going to be down. They have to get the bomb down here. But look at Nuclear again, who's been so strong. But Turdican finds the instant trade again. Nuclear, Thanos of this map so far, shut down. Out here in a 2v3 vibe, here on this flank, but Turdican is going to be holding this down and wait for this possibility. He's going to see the shoulder and peek out onto it, but Vibe says, nuh-uh, not this time. Recon, TP's close by, now he's going to use the smoke to his advantage. Recon, we've seen what he does here before. The fake TP, Konakuma can't land the shots. The classic from Recon shuts it down.
A flawless retake from the two players of Recon and Vibe, just showing that they are a strong team, whether they were down 0-5 or up 10-7. They are not to be counted out. And it looked like it was an accident to pull out that classic, but he did not falter. Recon ended up getting the kill anyways.
Yeah, it was unfortunate from the side of Konakuma that she did whiff all of her shots on Recon, but it happens to the best of us. I know you know that better than anybody, Chori. It happens to all of us. It happens to me too.
For
I'm
sure.
also human. But now we go here into round number 18. 2 ultimates on the side of Snake Buckets, 3 ultimates on the side of Zooting Nukes. But again, they want to take this A Rebel control again. They have that Waylay, they have that Neon that could take it so fast. Vibe has that refrag, but it's not going to use it and opt to go a little bit closer. But look at how disciplined and how much they want him to push into him. Because there's 3 players waiting on the other side. And Vibe realizes that. Now he's going to have to use that hinder to try to stop that aggression. But now the relay bolt used, but Raven tries to get across, can't do it. Vibe shuts it down, and A Rebel still firmly in control from the side of Zooting Nukes. Now they have to abandon ship and look to go towards C, which is Tiberson left alone here. But all it takes is Recon to open this door and can definitely do some damage. He is going to open the door to try to find one. Does find one on the Alice. He finds the second on the Konakuma and finds the third on the Turdican. And Tiberson finds Rizzo and Recon starting to come alive in this map. It was all nuclear so far, but now Zooting Nukes are starting to run away with this 6 in a row.
Absolute meltdown of a round. I thought that they had a good read to just wait for the push out, because someone's going to get antsy. They're going to push into lobby, and not getting that pick then and there just causes them to lose all control of the map, because one person knows that they can start pushing up. It gets Recon into B main, and from there on out, the round was just unable to be won.
And now we're back here. The kill contract used on the Tiberson, who tried to get out wide, but Rizzo, who's yet to win one of these, finally wins one this time on the Tiberson. The showstopper used, as well as the Nightfall is going to be used as well. But Raven wants to use the showstopper, takes space. Kunikuva on the lurk, finds the kill on the Zooter. But here comes the from the shadows. He stuck that thing, but Owlsby better on the shot. Rizzo takes down his adversary and finally gets the kill. And now they finally break the streak of rounds, 6 in a row, done and dusted.
A very ballsy play by Recon there. As you can tell, they are talking in chat, typing it up. I thought that Owl was going to stick it as well, and that was going to be a free kill on Recon, but perfect play from Fade there. Manages to get the kill, and yeah, first round on attack. Do we see a shift in tides, you think?
I mean, it happened exactly with Zooting Nukes. They got 3 in a row after they lost 5 in a row, but obviously this was 6 in a row, so it could be different. But look at the aggression again from Zooter and Vibes. Zooter taking so much space, but Rizzo is here on the line. Is Zooter going to be aware of this? No, he is not. Rizzo on the spot, but Owlsby as well, doubling up, taking down the 2 duelists who are just too aggressive on the spot. Owlsby's going to use that haunt to try to make sure any question marks are cleared out. Recon's air is going to be here on the backstab, but is he going to walk out of the smoke? No, Rizzo wants to walk into it instead. And now Recon's going to run out a little bit. He's going to see it. Owlsby trying to get some shots. Raven finds the kill, though. Now that's down to a 4v2. Nuclear, the hero of this map so far. 25 and 12 denied. Says, no, you are not putting on the cape today. I am taking it away from you, Raven said. Tiberson left down to a 1v4. The Prowler's not going to catch on to him, but Raven, aware of that still, finds 3 on the round. That's 2 in a row, 9 on the board.
Yeah, a nice attempt from Recon in that smoke. Unfortunately made a mistake, easily spot out. And it looked like that round, whichever site that Snake Bucket decided to go to, they were just going to easily win. They had the KJ ult on C, so if they decided to just fake out the fake, they would have had C anyways. So it just felt like that round was theirs at the end. No matter what, they would have won.
Let's kill this.
Yeah, but now you look at the ults here, the overdrive and the steel garden online for Zooter and Tiberson. It's just the nightfall from the side of Owlsy. Look at the side again, Zooter and the side of Vibe. They want to take this space. They want to take the fight again. They want this to be over with. The one way is going to come in now and deny them that space for Zooter. Holding close by, holding that one way, but so is Rizzo. All it takes is one simple mistake to cross that. Prowler's going to come in, going to latch onto one. The paranoia also comes in, but Zooter denies onto Konakuma. The relay bolt also coming in. Vibe has to try to swing out wide and can't do it either. They take Mount once again. That's the kill contract online for the side of Rizzo as well. He's going to look to possibly use it here. He does barely get on the Tiberson at the very end. The Nightfall also called in as well. Rizzo, who is still just unlucky with these kill contracts, winning only one. He is 1 in 3 on those ults, but Raven on the backstab, on that lurk, finds Tiberson as well. Nuclear does find the trade onto Raven here in a 2v2. But the door's going to be open here from Alice, but Recon is so aware of this possibility that Turdican is here. Is Turdican also aware? No, he is not. Owlsby has it all to do again, but we've seen him do this on the map of Bind, where he was just so in these instrumentals in these 1vx situations, 1v2s, even a 1v3 earlier on. Can he pull it again to get the double digits? But you have the two titans of this team. Nuclear, 26 and 12. Recon, 15 and 14. They have been so dominant here. Owlsby, not wanting to aggress anything, not wanting to give them anything. Instead, choosing to wait for them. Instead of taking the fight towards them, instead opts to wait. But this haunt is going to give him away, though. He's going to use that haunt and it's going to fall in the tree. Now they kind of have an idea of where he's at. Recon. Just going to wrap around, see if he sees him anywhere. Not anywhere. It's going to tap the bomb. Owlsby has to make a decision now. The smoke's going to come down, and the double hold is magnificent. Plenty of time on the board. Recon and Nuclear finds the win, and that is map and series point for Zooting Nukes.
When you're hanging on to the thread that is 12 and 9, final map possibly of elimination, you gotta start throwing some Hail Marys. We've seen them change their plan to kind of like defaulting out, waiting for the push out, but it looks like they're swapping for a C push here. This very well could be the last round of their tournament for both teams, and one will be the winner and one will be the ones that get sent to Cancun late.
Yeah, one's going to be sent to Cancun with no money in their pocket. The other one's going to go to Cancun with some change in their pocket. We'll go into this round. Snake Bucket wanted to take this fight. He's going to ignore the one-way Recon. Now has to respect it because that haunt did tag onto him. Rizzo here with the push wall is going to use that with the thorns. Just have to deny them instantly again. Recon on this very difficult off angle to clear, but that nano storm is going to get broken though. So they want to open the door. I think he saw the link of Nuclear, but the paranoia is so good onto Rizzo, getting the first blood once again. Konakuma not going to see the jump up. Recon gets the better again of Konakuma. Turn again, and Nuclear and Zooter taking these fights. This could be the nail in the coffin as Zooter finds another one. Now Owlsby has it all to do. Needs the ace. The conversion path and the steel guard is going to be used. There's nothing he can do in this instance. The knives are out, but he's not going to do it. Oh, he does get knifed anyway. 13 to 9. And ladies and gentlemen, Zooting Nukes take third place.
What a comeback. I mean, starting out 0-5, just keeping that mental, showing why they were the favorites at the beginning of the tournament. Ending their tournament in third place. They have to be happy with the results regardless. Going home with money is always a plus.
Yeah, indeed.
What a series.
Indeed, what a series, what a series. But as I will be conferring real quick, my voice is starting to get out of me. I think it's best we get out of here and go relax because I can't handle another interview because I went hard for that one, but it was still very, very much enjoyable to play. But obviously we will be cutting it short. I will do the outro real quick. Obviously, I have been Omni, Jory, my co-caster, as well as Flu, who was here earlier for maps 1 and 2. This has been J-Dog as well, two-way, our absolute MVP observer. Been killing it lately, coming in clutch when we need him most. But we don't go anywhere, though. We have one more match tomorrow between the Divine Order and Edgers, the best of 5 to determine who will win the first inaugural MOX Bowl tournament for the grand prize of $300, as well as second place will get $150. So be back here again tomorrow at 7 EST for the finals of that. But we'll be signing out here. Have a great rest of your evening.